Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 925 podcast back at it again. What'd you say?
Don't hit me like that.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. 925 podcast back at it again with a great episode. I'm really excited. But first, what was up?
Your skin's looking hella nice right now.
You really mean that right now, Felicia?
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. No, I'm saying, hey, listen, I want to tell you about a new skincare product, the exfoliating enzyme scrub by Sticks and Stones. Listen, this is another sponsored episode by Sticks and Stones. Thank you, Sticks and Stones. Appreciate you being a part of this. It's a dual action face scrub with micro beads and papaya extract. So not only does it smell hella nice, but you can actually feel it working.
Okay. I can see y'all can see the glow going on his skin.
Hey, if we're talking about glow, you also got to check out their glow mask, charcoal based with a thermal effect that melts away debris and impurities on your skin. Both products are a part of the Sticks and Stone collection. I got 5 on it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I got 5. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sticks and Stones collection, I got 5 on it. Definitely got to check that out.
Where can I check out more of it?
You can follow them on Instagram, TikTok, Sticks Stone Skin, and find all their products on their website, hellagoodskincare.com. But listen, guys, this is the
gotta use the promo code.
Hey, I'm being serious. This is like even crazy that we even get to do this. Like season 2 things, like it's different. Like we were talking about this in season 1. We have a promo code
Next
for you
is
guys.
Chili's.
Hella925, HELLA 925.
The numbers.
Use that for 15% off your
entire
order.
order.
Go check them out, hellagoodskincare.com, and enjoy this episode. Let's get it. Yay! NINE2FIVE podcast back at it again. I got my co-host Felicia in the building,
Okay.
and we got a very, very special guest. I know you've heard of him. If you're from the 925, from the 925 to the 305,
there he goes.
you know that. Hey, run it, let's go. The one and only, the legend himself, Cam Fairfax in the building. Cam Fairfax, ladies and gentlemen, how the heck are you, man?
I was asleep 45 minutes ago, and then you called me. And you said I'm picking you up,
And it's time.
Now I'm here.
We got
In
a
pajamas.
short window of Cam actually being back in the Los Angeles area for about how much longer are you here for?
I'm just going with the wind, man.
Just going with the wind.
And I could be tomorrow, like legitimately.
And they could be like, hey, we need you back out
or
here.
it could be like in 3 months.
I'm hoping that it's another 3 months that we have you.
I like it here. I miss being home.
Bro, it's been a great time.
We were missing Cam.
100%.
We literally would be drinking and just be like, dang, wish Cam was here.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm on vacation right now, like in the city I live in. I'm like on vacation.
But I mean, that's what makes it fun. I think we're hitting all of our old spots already within a week.
Yeah, we're
We hit
missing
all
a
the
few
old
though.
spots.
We're missing Joey,
That's crazy that we haven't been there yet.
which is home base.
100%.
Yeah,
That's like me and Cam's like old stomping grounds. Like
for sure.
we're running that spot, known by name when we walk in.
Yeah, they play our music when we walk in.
Shout
Oh
out
my
Nico.
gosh.
Shout out
Yeah.
Nico.
Bless me, thank you.
Bless you. Bless you, by the way.
Excuse me.
There's something that Cam has introduced us to in the past week since he's been here. We've been hanging out, and it's these.
And I dream about it.
You have
I'm
dreams
telling
about
you,
this.
It's life changing.
It is. It's a spicy tuna crispy rice.
Yeah.
Little appetizer
It's
that they have.
It's on a rice pillow, is what we call it in the biz.
Okay, all right.
On the biz.
This is the
Yeah.
connoisseur, the professional himself.
Enthusiast.
No, he's not a connoisseur
I'm not a
yet.
connoisseur quite yet. I'm an enthusiast.
Okay. Listen, I'll beat your ass right now.
Oh.
But
then
yeah,
y'all
we've.
kissed.
I don't know how many orders of those do you think we've had
Man,
since
it
you've
don't
been here
matter,
already?
man. We could just keep it running because I'll tell you, I haven't eaten sushi my entire life. I don't.
Yeah.
It's never really been my thing. And then Ryan and Zoe introduced me to it like 2 years ago, and like
You
my
can't. do
life
it.
is different now.
Right, yeah.
I live in a different world than I lived
He
in 2
walks
years ago.
different.
Yeah, I walk different. I talk different. I smell
Welcome.
different.
That's what I'm saying. You're just
Yeah.
glowing.
It's different, man.
The
But it's
only-
incredible.
The only issue is that we've been twice and we ordered 3 each.
Well,
I need a 4th one.
You want your own order.
the
Yes.
real issue is that I introduced it to you guys at that spot because this is the best.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
they got it everywhere now. They got it
Yeah.
at Volcano down the street. They got it at like
Where did we go? And
They
they
got
had
it at
Yard
Yard
House.
House.
Yeah.
I was at a ramen spot
That's
a
what I'm
second ago, and they had some there too.
Man,
Yeah,
I've gotten it at Nobu and it's not the same.
gotcha.
Like I've gotten it at
What the-
Nobu, I've gotten it at Tao, and it's never the same as it is there.
You know
Yeah,
what
that's-
Pilo
that's
said
so
though
loud.
when we were mentioning it?
Where?
And no, Pilo said that like, oh, it's good everywhere, and I immediately thought Cam. I was like, Cam's not
No,
gonna agree
no,
with
no.
this.
So it depends how you're introduced to it, right? Because if you try it at Volcano first, you're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But you tried it at the best spot to try it at.
I feel
Yeah.
that. I
And so
feel
now
that.
it's like
Like, I go to bed
It's a
thinking
high
about
bar
it.
right now.
Bro, there was a spot on Ventura that I think that you showed it to me
Yeah.
for the first time. You were
Yeah.
like, bro, I've been getting these. These are fire.
I was
Hey.
talking about it like it was crack. Like,
no, no,
bro,
damn
like,
near. I was like,
let me introduce you to some new shit.
I was like, okay. These actually feel like, like the Clase Azul bottles or like the 1942 Don Julio.
Okay.
These seem like they could be the new thing, like the IG story
yeah,
thing.
for sure. I
The-
could see it.
The way that everybody wanted to post those
Mhm.
bottles when they got them, everybody's gonna be posting these little spicy tuna,
some little
crispy rice.
tuna. Yeah.
Like, yep, I'm out here. Kai ramen. Here we
Yeah,
go.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
Yeah. How does it? So you liking being back in LA for a little bit? You don't want to leave.
I don't want to leave. Oh, I was telling you, when I thought about getting on here, I'm like, what the hell are we gonna talk about? Like, me and Miles have lived
Everything.
together for like 8 years. Like we've had every conversation there is to have. But
Yeah. And I think we're gonna dive back into a lot of stuff because I want to go through like, for people that don't know who you are, just dive into
there's
like
people that don't know who I am.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Oh.
Like,
I'm just
no, what do you call it? The Cam Hive's coming
the
back.
Cam High. No,
The Cam
I
High.
do like it in LA a lot. I wish that my LA friends could be in Miami with me though, because
I feel that.
I like Miami a lot too. But
When we were, you remember when I used to be in the group, Kalen and Miles? Back in the day, there was a
I
duo.
recall. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Short
did
window of time.
some photos and videos together.
Yeah.
Did you ever come with us when we went to Fort Lauderdale?
It's crazy that you don't remember.
I'm trying.
That we've
I'm
been
trying to.
like at least like 6 times, but yeah,
You did go with us out there.
for sure because we never did Miami. It was always Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we stayed
yeah.
out there,
Mhm.
bro. I'm trying to think of. I always forget because I know they got a spot in Pittsburgh too with that sandwich spot. That was
from Annie Brothers.
yeah, that was fire when we got there
Yeah.
and they got
Yeah,
the fries
yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
You were there.
like those?
Yeah, I remember that.
You were like in middle school when that was happening. Don't worry about that.
I love it.
Dang.
No, so Cam now lives back and forth between Miami and Los Angeles.
Rich.
He's got a spot down the street from here where I live.
Mhm.
He's
I
out.
used to
He's
live
out on
like,
his own.
8 feet from right here. Too.
Right. He used to live a couple doors down.
Yep.
But now that is turned into Jake's studio. And yeah, man, freaking miss you, man. Welcome back to LA.
Yeah,
first of
man.
all,
I like being here.
it's been great to have you back, especially like even when you lived here and like now that you're down the street,
Yeah,
we would always just go and just be like, "What you doing? Like, let's go get lunch."
for sure.
And I think that's been the best part about like having you back because like
You could just do stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I
little
don't-
stuff.
I don't ever go outside or anything like that
I
either.
don't go outside by myself.
But you're not really with the shenanigans though.
No.
Like, what happens? You're a
You just are with a different level of shenanigans. It's
No.
a school night right now,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm on pure shenanigans.
Yeah,
like
you're on pure. But you know why? It's because he was off shenanigans for 12 consecutive calendar months.
We could say 11.
damn near, yeah. Well, hey.
And so,
There was one day.
so like what you're going through
Two.
right now is like a second like puberty. Like
I feel it.
you
Yeah.
know?
Because at a certain point, like you were wrapped up when we called you about to fall asleep in your pajamas.
Tonight.
Yeah.
What I had, there's a new series on Netflix. Had it queued up. I'm on episode 5. I started it last night. I'm on episode 5 right now.
Let's go. And see, I'm
I'm confused.
the new Cam Fairfax.
Maybe,
No.
huh?
Because I've been drinking since Justin Bieber last night,
Yeah,
and I'm still going.
bro. You know who? So I did go out this weekend, and I was at this like dinner,
Uh-huh.
hammered, smoked.
Love it.
It was like a bunch of people I didn't know, and I asked the kid next to me, like, "How do y'all know each other?" And he was like, "Oh, we don't know each other. We all met last night, and we've been partying since. I haven't gone home yet." and I left. I like it scared me so much. I got the hell out of there. But that's you right now, though.
Bro, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm just on a bender. Like I'm not like I'm gonna just keep it going.
Yeah, man. It's like
To win.
It's like you just turned
I don't
21
know.
all over again.
Exactly.
That's
I'm freaking
incredible.
29 years old.
Yeah,
I'm about to be 30 this year.
you
Oh
are.
my god.
The big
Yeah.
30.
And you're gonna be you're gonna be 30. I'm gonna be 29. You're gonna be like 20, right?
How old are you right now?
Next week I'm turning 23.
We got a birthday coming up, ladies and
23.
gentlemen. 925 audience, get prepared. Felicia's birthday next week. We got to do something special for that
Okay.
on this episode.
Okay.
You done?
Anyway,
Get some balloons
so
going? Okay, yeah,
get
yeah.
some what?
She's not down. I don't think.
I guess not.
Hey, what's
I
up?
guess
Y'all
not.
got some ads to read, right? Y'all are getting ad money now?
Yeah, bro. We have our first ad.
Just analytically, the earlier you read in the podcast, the better it does.
That's what I'm
so-
saying.
Well, it's going
Normally-
in the front.
Yeah, we record it.
Oh,
after.
yeah, it's prorate
post,
or it's
and we-
retroactively inserted in. Got
Yeah,
it.
but we can mention them again. Shout out Stick Stone Skin for
Oh.
sponsoring this episode. We really appreciate you
I
guys.
love that.
Definitely check out their I got 5 on it. Damn.
Is he just
that was-
freestyling right now, or is that was that in the script?
No, that's in the script.
Oh, okay.
They got a selection called the I Got 5 on it collection.
Oh, bet.
They're from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely go check them out for all your skincare needs.
Okay.
StickStoneSkin.com. Let them know the promo code. What is that? Run it back.
Hella 925. It's
The cool
H-
thing about Felicia, she you feel like the funniest human being on earth when she's near you. Like,
Bro, I'm saying like it's just
No, but,
yeah,
like,
she got
the-
giggles.
Yeah.
But the thing is like I feel like sometimes it comes off ingenuine, but I actually when I laugh, I actually think it's funny.
Okay.
Like
okay.
Jimmy
yeah, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon, everybody be on him for fake laughing. That's you.
I'm not
Oh.
fake laughing though, because when I fake laugh, you could hear it.
Do a fake laugh. Oh, if you did that when I said a joke is hands, for sure.
You'd be like, Felicia,
This-
come here. Come here.
Come
No,
on, let me talk to you.
Man.
This weekend.
Yeah.
Or what day was it? What day was it when we went with Carter?
When we went with
That
Carter.
was Sunday. That was
Yeah,
also
yeah.
a school
Okay.
night.
we were with Cam's friend Carter, and Carter like walked out the house, and Cam goes up to me, and we're like in the door frame, right, like about to walk out the house, and Cam comes up to me with his fist ready and goes, "How is denim made?"
How
And
is it?
But the funniest part was not even that; it was the fact that Carter like walked into that, like standing, he was just like,
He was like,
Yeah.
wait, what is that coming from? Like,
It's just
you
a
just
TikTok.
like, oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, and this dude is like, if that was a real scenario, like I'll beat your ass right now.
That's Manny, but I also do want to know how denim is
Well,
made.
then
I'm
Levi
interested.
like stitched it
yeah.
and showed you, and I'm even more confused because the creation of denim is like
It's probably Manny.
unbelievably complex. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, we're on a different level now. Cam is for those of you that don't know, I know Cam when
No,
he
no.
used
Well, say how you think you know me, and I'll tell you how you really know me.
"Oh,
I know Cam through video.
So the first time we met,
He's a director.
it was my 18th birthday. I was
18th?
I was a senior in high school.
Club Karma?
in 2011 at Club Karma.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
All right. So
yeah.
this was it. He's throwing your 18th birthday party.
Yeah, at an all ages club. like
All ages club in
Yeah.
East Dublin, California, right?
yeah, like next to like a Panda Express.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Probably Buffalo Wild
There's like
Wings
a,
right there.
There's the Buffalo
yeah,
Wild
Buffalo
Wings
Wild
and the Lowe's home improvement store across the street.
And then an all ages club right here.
Yeah.
He's throwing his 18th birthday party. They hired starting 6.
yeah,
These my rich partners right here.
they jugged it though.
They did.
They,
yeah.
you remember Ryan Miller?
Yeah.
He was like, we'll drive up from LA for $1,000.
That's fire.
Yeah,
And you got the starting 6 to perform
Yeah.
at your birthday party.
Isn't that crazy?
And so we also opened up, or am I tripping?
No, so it was like we got finesse low key, right? Because now that we know how touring and stuff works, I paid
Yeah.
$1,000 for a
Uh-huh.
club to have starting 6 in, and all I got was to have my friends get
In the club, yeah.
in a club.
But then they charged tickets.
yeah,
Yeah. Gotcha.
right.
Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
so I low key got finesse, but also like I was in high school,
And
but
so you
Yeah.
didn't know. You just.
but
wanted
the
to come out.
reality of it was it was like you had a set earlier in the night,
Mhm.
and then starting 6 happened.
Yeah.
But I just remember there was like this moment where I had too many people, like, because we were advertising it like it was our event, which
Okay,
is how we
yeah.
were told it was gonna get advertised.
That's how it felt like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
I
when we
seen
got there, the dude was like, "Oh no, we're at cap. Like, you can't get no more people in." So I remember tapping
What?
Jake on the shoulder, like, "Hey, he's not letting me get no people in. Like, can you get any more people in for me?" And Jake's like, "Who are you?" Like,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how that. Yeah, that was 2011.
What
Jeez.
the?
That was-
2011. Kaylin and I are really just getting like our start in music, everything, right? There's a place called Rock and Jump. It's a trampoline spot. Shout out Shelly
Shout out Shelly and Mark.
and Mark, the
Yeah,
GOAT, bro.
real
You know, at
ones.
one time, Mark gave us some money to get out to LA
Yeah,
to record with Starting Six.
yeah.
It was like at that point, like we didn't really have no bread like
Bro,
that.
to us, starting 6 was like Justin Bieber. Like,
100%.
yeah,
Like where we're from, like those
100%.
shows were like lit. Like you remember Starting Six?
Yeah. Knick-knack.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nice. Knick-knack. So there's a trampoline park that opened up in that same area, East Dublin, and they wanted to do these teen nights, high school teen nights on Friday whatever.
nights, yeah.
They're just opening up. They want to bring more people in. They're asking the employees, like, "Hey, do you guys know any DJs, like local DJs that could come and play? Like, we just want to have like some music." Somebody reached out to me that started working there, and I was like, "You know what? I don't know how to DJ, but I seen that they got this little controller at Best Buy. I'm gonna just go buy it and learn how to do it, and I'll do it." And I think we've said this on the podcast before, but that's how like we were able to finesse our sets in there,
And
right?
I was working there at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember the teen night being like absolute hell for like employees
Okay.
because it was cracking.
Dang.
Yeah, no,
But
it
full
was-
of teen, like high schoolers.
Yeah.
And as a high schooler, you're like, I don't want to deal with like
Other.
other high
Yeah.
schoolers on a Friday night. But like, I think the cap there was like 350 people or something like that.
Yeah.
And we have to turn like 100 people away every single Friday night.
Oh my god.
It was like booming for some reason.
It was cracking.
And I just remembered like it'd always be like, I'd walk into work on Fridays. They'd be like, "Oh, it's another Kalen and Miles night." I'd be like, "Fuck, bro! Like, it's gonna be too many fucking kids here."
Yeah.
But like, it's cool now. Like 11 years later, that like I'm not checking kids in and putting a wristband on them on a Friday night. Like,
Man, no, you've come a long ways. For sure.
I was a real snitch back then too, because there was one
When you worked
kid,
at Rock and Jump.
Yeah. 'Cause there was one kid that was like came and like was selling drugs. And I was
God.
so sick of him because he was like creating a damper on my night. Because I'd have parents come in and be like, "Hey, like I think my kid's smoking weed at these things," and I'd be like, I'm there like 16, 17 years old. Like, I don't know. But then she'd be like, "Nah, like I'm about to call the police." And so now I'm like on this search for like this little like ashtray running
narc.
around Rock and Jump. Like,
Yeah.
you can't sell weed here. Like this is
Bro, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. And he was an employee too, or
no.
was
He
like
just pulled up. Like
Yeah.
like
man.
God.
yeah.
So we had these shows cracking, and we would, finesse our sets in there and into the
Yeah.
middle of it. We'd play a couple songs live.
But they were cool as hell about it though.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
were totally like cool with it. And so Cam worked there at this
Yeah.
trampoline
Employee
spot.
of the month, December 2011.
Oh.
Come on, shout out Shelly. Shout out
Yeah.
Shelly.
You think I'm
Man,
joking?
Can we talk
I know
about
you're
Shelly?
not.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
we
say
can
something
talk
res-
about Shirley for the next hour if you want.
I want to say something respectfully. Beautiful woman.
Oh.
I'm saying like
Well, okay. So this
super
is the
super
thing.
sweet. I got a crush on her. To this day.
All right.
I'm
calm
sorry.
down. Shelly
Listen.
and Mark were like they were like the cool aunt and uncle.
We would go over there and throw these parties, and got close with them, and they knew we were trying to do this music thing
Yeah.
to the point where it was like he hit us and or like we were talking on Facebook, and he said, "Hey, if there's any way that like we can help you guys out in your career, like let me know." And it got to a point where like he knew we were trying to get to LA,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Do you guys need help getting out there?"
yeah.
And I think he shot us like $500,
Yeah.
Oh
like
my
to get to LA.
god.
These are like small business owners, like
Yeah,
just opened up a business.
just
like,
starting in it.
I'm
and-
talking about, but the CEOs of the business were working there every day too. It wasn't like they were just like I
in the
mean,
background.
They're probably
whatever.
Yeah.
regretted now because they got like 20 locations.
Yeah,
but,
they
like,
got
Yeah.
they got like locations out here, like
that's
East
so-
everything.
Coast. They got
Yeah.
them everywhere.
Is
yeah,
you said
yeah.
Rock and Jump?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go to the one in Modesto all the time.
Oh, sick.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys
It's
have
on
a rock,
Groupon.
if you guys have a rock and jump in your area, definitely support your local rock and jump. Like go get some
That
jumps
was
in.
the one
Know what I'm saying?
too.
Well, like the
That
the
we'd
main
always go
spot.
to,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the cleanest
Yeah.
one. Get an hour session in this weekend if you guys
Please
have
do.
time. Like
Throw your next
show-
birthday party there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna damn near have my 30th at Rock and Jump.
That's
I
weird.
think my
You
aunt-
shouldn't do that.
I think my Aunt Tracy did.
She had her 30th birthday
No.
at Rock and Jump.
No, she would throw like her children parties at Rock and Jump.
Oh yeah, no,
Aunt
that's
Tracy,
fire.
confirm down below.
Drop a comment, Aunt Tracy. But yeah, so Cam worked there, and eventually, like me and Kaylin are still doing our thing. He ended up getting a job there.
Okay.
Kaylin got a job at Rock and Jump. They
Yeah.
let him in there, and he was. I mean, you can ask him also. I'll speak for him, but he wasn't a good employee, was he?
Me and him never worked together, really.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't have the same shit?
Uh-uh.
I'm pretty sure he got fired.
It's possible.
I think he got fired.
When you got high schoolers working for you, like I feel like people was getting fired every day.
Yeah,
Because there
yeah.
was a point where like Shelly was like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop hiring attractive people because like you guys just keep hooking up with each other."
Bro, that's amazing.
Yeah,
And
it was
I'm
like
sure-
euphoria,
Bro,
Rock and
freaking-
Jump. I swear to God, she's like, "Hey, like I'm gonna stop hiring like," because what she would do was be like, how we would get more employees would be like,
That
"Hey,
sounds insane.
she like I'd be like, hey, my friend needs a job." She's like, "I'm not
Yeah.
doing that no more. Like, I'm just gonna hire people that like apply appropriately. Like, I'm not.
I
like,
got you.
None of y'all are telling me like your friend needs a job no more because you just keep hooking up with each other."
That's insane. Yeah, Rock and Jump was a different world back there. This is
It
the
was
first
euphoria,
one.
bro.
They were getting it cracking. But I
I was
mean,
Nate Jacobs.
bro,
Ew.
I don't
Nate
watch
Jacobs right
Euphoria. I
here. Nate
Don't
Jacobs.
say that again.
I was
then.
Dominic Fike. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
Is he
I
not the
guess.
one?
I don't know, bro.
Nate Jacobs.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What?
I don't really either.
Is he
Is there
not him?
any good
You don't
guy in there?
even
Oh,
watch-
I'm Fez. I'm Fez.
Yeah.
Is that-
you're
is that Bay Area?
Fez.
Yeah.
Let's go. Shout out to Bay. Hey, before we were pulling up over here, we just picked up Cam, went to the liquor store, got some little Jackie Chan. There was some Kim Kardashian thing that came up that you were gonna tell me, and I was like, can you just wait and tell me on the podcast?
What is it exactly?
Okay, so they're doing like an interview, and she basically just says like, people. Okay, she basically just says that like people don't like working nowadays. Like you have to work for like if you're a businesswoman, like you gotta work, put in work, and like
I think
Is she wrong?
the exact thing she said though was like get the fuck up and go to work. Like
yeah,
people don't want
Kim
to work.
Kardashian said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not.
But people pull it up because we gonna like misquote it, but like people was mad like because I think there was also something to do with like wages or like how much money you have in there,
Yeah.
and people was getting mad talking about how like how could she like how
Like say
how does she have room to like talk about
like going to work because people think that like
People
what she
think-
does is like
here
just like luck or something.
can I play it?
I don't know. Do we get copyrighted? Like,
no it's a Variety magazine clip. You're fine.
Advice for women in business: get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. I have the best advice.
Why are
for
people
women in
mad?
business.
I think people are mad because it's like they definitely got a jump start.
yeah.
But like, is she wrong? Like, I don't think she's
But
wrong.
what's the jump start? What was the jump start?
Like just all the money. Like their dad had money, and then she had the little thing going on that got her money.
Like
What
a
the-
Or
video.
that got her.
Talking about the video.
Yeah, and
if
then
that was true though, every girl with the OnlyFans link in their bio should be a billionaire.
true. But I was saying,
That's a good point. that is a
I
good
was
point.
saying that like, I don't know, like, cause people were saying like, cause she was talking to business women, like entrepreneur type business women,
Yeah.
and so people were quoting it and was like, I'm a healthcare worker, and like this is annoying
she
as
wasn't
shit.
talking to
because-
them though,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't talking. Like she was talking about like entrepreneur women. That makes sense. Like to get up
Yeah.
and work.
Plus, it's like Gary Vee says that like 4 times a day, and nobody gets mad at him for it. Like,
Yeah. I also think that like, I feel it. There's people out there working really, really hard and that are not in good situations
for sure.
and are bitter from it.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like I
Well-
get like why, but
I think if she was directing those comments at people working minimum wage jobs or people working in like high stress environments, saying just get the fuck up and work,
Yeah.
that will be crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if she's talking to like registered nurses that are like working
Yeah.
18-hour shifts during like a pandemic. But I feel like she's talking to like women that are trying to start their own business. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Yeah.
literally what I took
Yeah.
from it too.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'm
Because like I feel like an
because I feel like
independent-
they be working hard, bro. Like you could say like whatever they get everything handed them. That's not true.
I feel like
at all.
there was. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
I think they do have a jump. Like, say we're talking about Kylie. Like, what was she on? Like the billionaire of
Forbes
What?
list.
like, she was on
I mean,
something.
She's
She's a
a
billionaire,
period.
right?
She
Yeah.
is.
And she did get a jump start. But like, look at like their brother Rob. Like, he's not doing anything, and he has the same thing. Like, I think you definitely like the Kardashians are definitely smart.
They're got to be like the smartest people
Yeah.
on the planet, low key, because there's a lot of people that have that jump start that don't turn
Do
it into
anything.
like $billion empires.
Yeah.
Especially like Kylie too, because it's like
Yeah.
I remember people got mad when she said she was a self-made billionaire
Mm-hmm.
because and people was like, oh, she's not self-made, but then it's like, what is self-made though? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because people kept saying she had help from this person, but like doesn't like you don't get to be a billionaire without help from somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
Because even like look at like I think Jeff Bezos got like I think a $250,000 loan from his parents. There's a lot of people that don't have the ability to turn $250,000 into a company like Amazon though.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff that I've noticed recently is like collaboration is good. Like
In
in
everything.
Yeah.
and everything. Obviously, like I see it in music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people like want to just bunker down like, no, I got this. I'm gonna do it on my own. But like there's really cool things that happen through collaboration.
You was telling me that one time when I think somebody was like kind of like trying to help and offer me a favor, and I was like, I really just want to do it on my own. And you was like, why? Like,
Yeah.
why would you do that? And
I
it's
know.
like, why? Like, why would I do that?
Exactly. I'm saying like there's something special that happens like there because you know maybe you might find an idea or something comes up that you wouldn't have had on your own. You know what I'm saying? Or
For
even
sure.
them. You know what I'm saying? And like you guys linking together, like some special happens for sure.
I think especially in music, I think people like try to force artists, or not force artists, but people like try to put artists on a different pedestal or a lower pedestal when it's like, oh, you have people that write your music for you.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
got, like you worked with 20 different producers on this last album. It's like, yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how many artists are writing, producing, mixing, mastering, doing the artwork? Like,
Not a lot. Not a
Nah.
lot. But I will say there's one artist,
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat,
Yeah,
doesn't miss.
ever.
Let's talk about Doja Cat.
We could talk about Doja Cat for till the sun comes up if you
Bro,
want to.
I'm very inspired by Doja Cat because she's one of them ones like that, like that's
Mhm.
doing like a lot of everything. And I think that obviously she's like collaborating more and now. Is she with Dr. Luke or am I tripping?
No, she is. Well,
She
I
is.
don't know if she is anymore,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, she was. She is. She was.
Yeah. But she knows how to produce, write, record herself, like everything.
Bro, she's a superstar. Because you remember, like, the Doja Cat thing was really, like, interesting to me at first.
Yeah.
Because it felt like she was doing everything you would tell a new artist not to do.
I feel it. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, every time, like, you tell a new artist, like, you got to be consistent in your branding. Like,
Mhm.
the way you look, the way you dress, the way your music sounds, the music videos look. Like,
She looks like a different person every
right, and it's
TikTok.
like because you think about like artists that like really have a strong brand, like let's say like Janae Aiko. Like, are you drinking more?
Yeah. Let's get some.
Oh, yeah,
more
me
going.
too.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying?
You think about an artist like Janae Aiko, right? And it's like her brand is so strong. Like it's like
Right.
you know it's like astrology and like dream chase, like the dream catchers and like ocean and like zodiac signs and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. That was beat my ass.
it? You feel better now?
Yeah. Or like something like G-Eazy, it's like whiskey and like kind of like a rock star vibe, like leather jacket thing,
Yeah.
right? And it's like they got strong brands. Or like Sweetie, like being like a bad one, like whatever the case may be. And Doja Cat, like Sweetie's like her brand is incredible, by the way. Like
Is
What is it?
Little Jackie Chan. Little Jackie
it's the
Chan.
same one I'm drinking.
Nah, it's me.
But what kind is it?
Jack Daniels and Coke.
Oh, just
That's good,
regular
that's good.
Jack.
What you want?
No, I'm good with it.
You good?
But like Doja Cat, like when she first started, like to be, like put music out, everything she did looked different every time you seen her, right? Like
Yeah.
the first single was like Moo, right, which is like a meme.
Yeah.
That's like the first one that like popped off for
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
the Tia Tamara one, which is like
saying like a little more hypey.
urban, like rappy type of thing. And I think the next one was like Juicy,
Mhm.
which is like pop rap.
Or Say So.
That's the one for
But
real.
yeah,
like,
right.
Juicy.
And then it's like Juicy, and then like Bottom Bitch was like a like alternative rap pop, like a Blink 182 sample.
yeah.
Then the next one is Say So, which is like full pop star.
Yeah.
Like, and then every time you seen her, she looked different. Her hair was different.
Yeah.
Her makeup
Yeah.
was different.
Okay. That was very inspiring to me because it seems like something like that would not work.
But the reason I think it worked for her is because it was authentic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Because there's
yeah.
a lot of artists that's like you see them try different things and you assume they did it because the last thing didn't work.
I
right?
got you.
Like,
I got you.
oh,
She
this
just-
person tries to make this music now because they made this music, it didn't work.
Mhm,
But like
mhm.
all of hers worked.
All of them work. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is just her. She's just like this
'Cause that's inner.
person. Yeah.
Right, I mean, it's just
every
inner.
time it happened, it was like authentic. I think. I mean,
It feels like it. No,
yeah,
for sure.
It,
She's
it
so
does
cool.
feel like it.
Yeah, but like especially in a world of streaming music now,
For sure.
everybody listens to everything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Doja's like her concerts got to be lit.
I
Like,
bet
obviously
she's
she's-
got every single kind of demographic at her show. You got
Mhm.
soccer moms, you got little kids, you got like the biggest like hip hop fan in the world, probably like
Podcasters, like we'll be
Podcasters.
there. Like,
skincare advocates.
bro, I'm saying like Six and Stone Skin, like yeah, all
Like
that.
hella 925 promo
That's what I'm
code.
saying. Just
Yep.
15% off. And yeah, no, it's inspiring to me because like I think a lot of times like I myself when I'm making music, I feel very inspired by a lot of different music that I like.
for
right?
sure. Well, I,
mean-
think just you especially, or like us growing up in the Bay Area, is like where you're exposed to a lot of different music too.
Absolutely. And it seems only natural that like when you start making music,
Yeah.
that, like you would make something that like you're inspired by and that you
Mhm.
like. So it's cool to see Doja do her thing and have her whole different styles and cross that. But at the end of everything, I think we can all agree, just big Doja,
Doja
Cat
Cat.
fans.
I'm
like-
I'm a Doja stan.
You were the first one like that was really like I'm a stan
because
account.
When I listen to music, like I think like subject matter is probably like the last thing I'm listening for, which is probably why I could listen to like girl rappers more than most guys, or like
Okay.
reggaeton music, even though I don't speak Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first thing I listen to is like melodies,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
she's like incredible at.
Goated.
And then the second thing I listen to is like tone. And her tone, like she could do anything with her voice.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so sick. Like she can like do crazy melodies, but then like fit in like really like rap pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And like her cadence is always fire. And then she could like bend her voice in certain ways. It's like
Yeah.
she
That's what she could do anything.
she could do anything.
And that's
bro.
inspiring to me. Like my next song I put out might be about tacos on a tailgate.
Oh, is this the promo for it?
I'm just saying. I'm hey.
no,
might
we need
do
another
it.
one.
Which one? Which
the
one?
for real, for real.
No,
Nah,
hey, do
man,
you
the
want-
one you need to finish is that small town one.
Oh, what happened to that one? The two-parter
Oh my
thing.
I
gosh.
still listen to it every day. I don't know it.
just the hook
Just
by
the hook.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I started this song.
I sit
at,
in my car and I like give you scratch melodies every time. Yeah.
You should, yeah. That was one that we started
You
at
sit in your what?
Eric's.
Scratch melodies.
You sit in your what?
Oh, my car.
Yeah,
Oh.
what car is that?
My bucket.
in the Uber.
Yeah.
You're in the Uber now? Hey, cheers. Let's go. We back? Here we go, round 2. This is our second shot of the day.
Is that right?
Yeah,
You're
925
leaving a
podcast.
shot.
This would be a good episode if you guys are listening at home and it's the end of the day or something. You guys being safe. You want to take a shot with us? Feel
In-
free.
In true Cam Fairfax energy.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and
Um,
pause this video and get the shot poured up.
The first day he came back, we were here and he said no to a shot, and I was like, "Dang, like this is like you changed," and the shot
Every
was gone.
time.
I didn't even
Then like
finish
2
my
hours later,
sentence.
I was blacked out.
I didn't even finish my sentence of you. I said you, and then he already took the shot.
Man, but at the same time though, like I'm not saying like you changed.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say that, but like it's just you're on a different you're on a different side because like I'm on some other shenanigans. Like
Yeah,
me
but
and Carter are
we're,
gonna.
we're- it's just not fair because you're discovering alcohol for the first time in 11 months. Like I'm
For
not.
sure, yeah.
I'm discovering it for the first time since like Tuesday. You know?
Right,
Like
right,
I
right.
did this already.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But nobody likes going to a strip club like I do.
I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
I
it's
think I'm the
weird.
only
so
one.
it's crazy because was AOD New Year's Eve the first time like you really like dove into that?
It was so not New Year's Eve, but I remember one time I was with Super Dave. And he was like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
DJ Amos DJing at
Jesus.
AOD. Like, we're going to go up there and say what's up. And I was up there, like, hella nervous. But they were playing, I kid you not, they were playing super hyphy.
Yeah.
DJ Amos was playing
And
super
at
hyphy.
AOD?
When I walked in, yeah, it was already on. I was like, wow, this is it. This is
Yeah.
for me. And we got in there, and Dave handed me a little stack. And he was like, yeah, go, throw it. When I'm on stage.
Yeah.
I'm on the stage.
On like that the one that's attached to the DJ booth right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, the main
And
stage.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
on the main stage and there's girls up there dancing. And the only time I've seen people throw ones
Uh-huh.
is like in the movies, and they do it like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you do it like that?
Oh.
You were a TI back in 2006?
I was literally up there with like this. Ping, ping, ping. Hit the whole stack off. I was like, all right, good job. Good job. And then I think from that
He
moment,
high
like,
fived them.
that was it. I was just like,
Man.
hell yeah, no.
That's funny because I got a pretty fucked up Super Dave strip club story too.
Well, but it wasn't there though?
Nah, we was in Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
What happened?
I
Maybe.
just asked to go to Waffle House. I was hungry. He's like, bet. And then we ended up at Foley's.
Okay.
And I was like, and Foley's, if you don't know, is like full nude strip club. Which,
Oh
like,
my
when I go
God.
to strip clubs,
With a bar?
it's Atlanta, it's Georgia. I don't think
They're different.
They're
I don't think
peaches.
they have to live by the same rules we do.
Got you.
Full like when I go to a strip club, I'm basically going to a club. Like that's how I look at it. I'm not like
Yeah.
going to see like nigga girls.
You're
right?
not like in there like hella horny, like
Nah.
Yeah.
So like me being there with Super Dave on like whatever night it was, I'm like, bro, like take me to the house. Like I don't like it here.
yeah.
And he's like, all right, bet. Just I need to finish some business. I'll just sit down. The worst thing I could have done is sit down because
Oh,
a girl
no.
comes up to me and just starts dancing.
Yeah.
Dave already paid for the dance. I didn't know this.
I
And
love
I'm
it.
just sitting there like I got these holes in my jeans where my knees are. I could feel her skin on my kneecap. And I'm like, bro, like take me home. Like I wanted Waffle House. Why are we at Foley's right now?
Bro, that's many. Bro, Waffle House is fire.
Incredible. Drunk. I never really been so.
I got
But-
you the gift card. You have to
She
go.
got me a gift card.
You got them a gift card to a restaurant they don't even have in California.
Okay,
All right,
listen.
hold on. You love Waffle House.
Of course I love Waffle House.
Is there an opportunity for me and you within the next week?
No,
We-
no.
Next
no.
week?
Within the next week,
No, there's not.
me and you, listen, hear
Next
me out.
month.
Hear me out. No, within the next week, me and you get up one morning and we fly to Arizona.
God, no.
And we just go to a Waffle House and then we
No.
get back on the plane and come back.
This is a
This-
big red flag you're showing right now.
This is it. This is another one of the red flags, huh?
You just do random shit.
Okay, one of
Like-
the notes he put on here, and I was questioning it. Why he put it on here is, why do you and Felicia think I'm weird?
But I mean, that's a true statement because like I'm gonna say that I want to do something like that. Like I want to
Yeah.
one day I want to wake up,
Yeah.
get on a plane, and go to Arizona. This is the closest Waffle House to where we live. And I want to go there and I want to get some Waffle House and I want to come home.
Yeah, because that's weird though.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
Can
yeah.
anybody else in the comments just like is that me being weird?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be like somebody flying here to go to IHOP and then you turning around and going home.
Okay, but IHOPs are everywhere though. You know what I'm saying? This is like a rare thing. It's like, man, I'm in the mood for some Waffle House. Let me just fly out, and it would be tight. Like,
That's why
Shout-
you want to do it.
no, it's
So
just
you
like,
could, you could rap about it.
hey, I'm not gonna lie, that might be a
The
bar.
bar's already
That might
written.
be-
That's the whole thing. The bar was written like 3
The
weeks
song's
ago.
waiting to come
Yeah.
out.
I just gotta
Miles
make
just
it
has
real.
like a notepad full of bars that he hasn't lived yet, and as soon as he lives it, it comes on the next song.
You know
Dang,
what?
that'd be cool.
I'm so
like a
I'm,
bucket list.
absolutely. I'm so honest in my raps.
Yeah.
I gotta start lying.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Just
let me
start
just-
everybody else's.
Like, I'm gonna start lying in my raps.
Yeah, it would be weird to lie about flying to Waffle House. So, like,
No, if you hear me say that in a song ever, just know that I really did that.
I believe it.
He
'cause
hasn't.
I took a
Yeah.
flight from Burbank to Arizona.
Yeah,
to get
but
to Waffle
you
House.
have done weird shit like that before.
You're sitting in the car with me. When was it? Like right before you went to Miami. You're sitting in the car with me. What are we doing here? Oh, I'm gonna meet up with this guy. He's got a Lexus LS 400 that I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
look at.
Oh,
He's like,
I was
for
there
what?
too.
For what reason?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like these cars and like you could do donuts in them. It's like an old 1994 Lexus. Like,
Cam,
what?
Cam every 2 seconds was like, "Why are we here?"
This
I
man,
was so confused,
I got
bro.
back to the truck. They were waiting for me hell long because I test drove it. I came back over there to them. Like I was in this car. I was all excited about it. I came over like, you guys want to test drive with me?
Cam
I got
was
to get
like,
the keys.
"How did he allow
They were
him
like,
to
yeah,
start
nah.
test driving
But
it?"
the maniest part about that is bro just let you test drive it without him in the passenger seat.
No, he did, but I gave him my driver's license.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I gave him my driver's license, and then he was like, "All right, yeah, just go do your thing." And then yeah, I came back around. They didn't want to go with me. Drove it around. I was like, "Yeah, this feels amazing. Like I love this car."
Phones off, please.
What the frick?
My phone, though. Oh, it's
And
11:11.
hey, make a wish, guys.
He wishes for this to be over.
No, I'm
We're
I
here.
actually-
We're in it.
throw a couple more shots back.
Let's do it. You want to run
Did
it?
I not pour you one?
No, I drank it.
Oh,
Run it back. Let's do another one.
I'm around it.
not you.
No, I got
what
this.
else
I'm
you
gonna
got
sip
in
on
that
this.
notepad, though? I'm curious to know what you guys thought.
Okay.
It'd be fun to talk
Wait. I thought this
Wait.
was funny. I thought this was
Oh,
funny.
your
Okay.
red flags.
when I got back, when I got back to the car though, after I test drove my
I know what you're
first
about to
Lexus,
say.
it was hilarious to go in there and they've been waiting for me for about like 20, 30 minutes. I get in there, Cam's got his phone with the NFL. You're watching some football game,
Yeah.
and he taped it to like the
He
top of the
somehow found like this tape in your car.
Yeah.
Because he was gonna do it somehow. He somehow found this tape in your car, and he gets the tape and he unwinds it and like tapes it to the
roof of the car.
I was
no, what is it
so-
called?
the sun,
visor.
the
yeah,
sun
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
I was so ready to like pose there for like another 2 hours after that. Though I'm like, oh, I got the game on. Like,
You're like, I'm good. And so he like had it taped up there, and he was just like leaning
He was
back, just watching the
reclining.
game.
yeah, I was
I was like,
chilling.
man, y'all good? He's like, yeah, can we get out of here? And I was like, damn, boy got cozy.
I got real cozy.
I love it. But yeah, you want to see another one of our notes?
I
want
want to say something.
go.
We put it on the notes. There was one story, and you could like dive into it, I guess, afterwards. But there's one story. Listen, I just met Cam through you. Like how long ago? Maybe like whatever long
Couple
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
really know you like that. And so Miles was telling me this story about how like you started like you're gonna have to fill it in. He started like you had another camera guy or something, and then he filled in for one of the days or something.
Oh! The first time we met him.
Yeah, well, second time
Yeah.
or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, and he goes, yeah, and he woke up the next.
Wait.
What?
Let me set that up a little bit more because this is crazy.
Anyway, this entire story changed my whole output on Cam.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, this was one of my real first impressions of Cam. Okay, we had
Give me the shot.
we had met at the Club Karma event briefly. I didn't no, we're all in there just turned up, whatever. Like I didn't even really meet him. Like, what's up, Cam? Like, whatever. I didn't know him. The first time I really knew him, Kaylin and I had a videographer with us, and who would film a lot of our shows back in the day. Shout out to Tyler. And we were playing one of the biggest shows that we'd played to date, right? This is in San Francisco at the Regency Ballroom. And we had it sold out, thankfully. Shout out Cam Fam. Cheers. Let's go. And it's a bigger venue than what we've normally been at. And so Tyler was saying, hey, I want to get some help for this show. I want to have a second camera guy. He was like, I know this one of my homies, his name is Cameron. I want to have him come through and get a second angle. And we're like, yeah, no, it's good. Freaking Cam Fairfax shows up there on his own without even being told to do this. He takes it upon himself. He said, I think this would be a good idea. I'm going to show up to the venue at 6 a.m. in the morning
Oh, that's
and
what
get
you
some
think happened?
interviews. Well, what happened?
Anna again just called me. She's like, "Hey, like I hear there's a line out there already. Like, are you good to go?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll show up."
And so he gets up immediately from on again.
Yeah,
Okay, so that wasn't your own idea. Okay,
but
but he wakes up
It's
in the
still-
morning,
Yeah.
goes out there, gets these interviews, and the kicker is he agreed to all this to do this early in the morning on his freaking birthday.
I was so hungover too.
Hung over, brought his
Yeah.
birthday in, and he got up bright and early for on again.
I was so excited to do that too because in high school I never knew what I wanted to do.
yeah.
And then everybody takes like video class and photography class to get an A, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
gotta do shit.
Yeah.
And like I remember being like, "Oh, this is sick!" Like I would like stay after class and like for the first time ever in my life, like I would like spend my time on a class.
Yeah.
So when I graduated, I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So like, let me just try to roll with this. I think I did all right. I did it for like from like 18 to like 20, 23.
Yeah.
No, you did
23, yeah.
amazing. You did
Yeah.
amazing, especially like for what we had going on out there. I think it
You know what
Cam-
it really was though?
yeah
Anna was such a real one
yeah
because the videographer, like the videographers we hire now, like tour ones, I would have never, like I'd never let them do like the shit I was doing.
yeah
Just like being really late on deadlines and like kind of just doing like. Do you remember there was one day we were in Indianapolis and I was like 10 days late on something.
okay
And everybody's like, "Hey, like,
What's
do you even
up?
want to be here?"
yeah
I just remember I treated it like high school, right? I was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I'll turn it in when I turn it in. Like, what my teacher gonna do?"
yeah
And I like there was like this epiphany moment where I'm like, "Oh no, like this is like real life. Like you probably should just like at this point, like Kaylin and Miles is signed to Republic. Like
yeah
Love Robbery is like on Powers rotation every week." And like I was like just doing like I wasn't even doing dumb shit. I just like wasn't like super focused.
I get you.
I remember
yeah.
being like having this epiphany of like, nah, like if you're trying to do this, like
yeah
figure it out.
I
And
don't-
It was
I-
really Anna, like just being like, I don't know, something about Anna. You don't want to disappoint Anna.
for sure. Yeah,
It's like a mother, like not a motherly, but like a nurturing, like because she's such a
100%.
good human. She'd be looking out for people. You know,
one of my notes in here just says on again.
I'm telling you, we could talk about Anna forever too.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
could make a 3-hour podcast about Doja Cat, Zendaya, and Anna again.
All in one. Like
And
on
Sailor.
again is like the
And
goat.
Sailor.
We're gonna get to that, but yeah. I think that she really helped kick us, all in gear, give us that push that we needed.
Man,
But
for
like,
real.
I don't really know what y'all's relationship was like through the tours.
She was like my therapist.
Damn near.
No, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Not only that, but also like Kaylin and Miles, from my perspective, was run so smoothly. And granted, this is like my first experience in the music industry, so I'm thinking this is like Republic. This is Universal. This is
Yeah,
Republic. Like
yeah.
this is what it's like to be on a major label. Till I like started doing stuff on the management side with artists signed to majors, and I'm like, oh, they're not doing shit. Like
Yeah.
everything that happened during Kaylin and Miles was because of management. They were the ones that made it feel like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
So then that's when I realized, like, really realized, like, oh no, that was just Anna, like, just being a rock star, like.
And can we just real
Of
quick,
course,
just for-
we love Anna, bro.
on
Like,
again.
when I think about people that taught me, like, the most valuable lessons in, like, career-wise, professionally, it's Neiman and it's Anna.
Yeah. No, we've talked about her a couple times on the podcast so far.
Oh, good.
And just showed love.
You should
there.
never have one podcast go by without at least saying her
just
name.
mention something
Yeah.
about Anna.
Because,
No.
dude, do you remember she let me be in, like, those kind of, like, bigger meetings where I had, like, no business being in? Like,
But just showing love, like, hey, get in
Yeah.
here, like
mixer meetings or just, like, meetings when we'd be in New York City at Republic and we're talking to, like, Charlie Walk.
yeah,
And she'd be
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, just go in there. Like,
But like with the intent to help you grow
understand
past,
what's happening.
yeah, like get an idea
Yeah.
of like all of this
Oh,
stuff
yeah, for sure.
to like take it further than just being the video camera guy.
Yeah,
right.
and she really was, and she like kept it 1,000 with me too. Like towards the end, she's like, "Hey, like if you got to go do your own thing, go do your own thing." Like,
Yeah,
but she was like for real my therapist towards the end of that.
because it got stressful. Like I think a lot of things came
Just
into play.
touring is stressful, bro. Like
100%.
like
Yeah,
living out a suitcase, like especially like the way we were doing it, because we were doing, if we're doing a 300 cap room, 100 people are going through meet and greet.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Like that's a long day. Like, especially our sleep schedule. We wake up at 12, like
yeah.
some bum asses.
No cap, bro. We were talking about that on the last one. Remember when we woke
Yeah.
up late for the album announcement?
I'm sorry. Like, did I wake up late for my album?
Me and Kaylin.
No, but I just
Me
put
and
a
Kaylin.
song for you off your album and you don't remember it. So
I
Me
didn't
and,
hear
me
it.
and
I know that.
Kaylin woke up late for our own album announcement, the self-titled album. But yeah, like we were sleeping in, bro.
I'll tell you why though.
Yeah,
It's because them bunks have no windows in it. So it could be 3 in the morning, it could be 10 a.m. You don't know. It's dark as hell.
can you agree with this? I mean, we've been talking about this too, like this season. How comfortable are those bunks?
They're not as comfortable as you're recalling.
Are they not?
I can't tell you how many times I would wake up, just hit my
he
head.
said, with what?
Hit my head on the top of it.
Maybe
Because
because
he
you're
had me in
little.
the peasant bunk.
I think that's what it is. I'm just hella small, and I'm not gonna lie. I like to be Little Spoon.
To who? What are you talking
Like
about?
any relationship
There was
I'm
only
in,
men
like,
on that bus.
I like to be Little Spoon. So it's like when I'm in the bunk, like I feel like I'm getting like Little Spoon. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
No, all right. No, I guess I'm the only one that feels
He
that.
literally said that he would install them in his house if he
Yeah,
could.
red flag.
Red flag, another one. Damn. But yeah, no. So that's my first impression of Cameron is him showing up hella early. Like, wait, what? No, he pulled up at 6 a.m.
I don't think
You know
it
what's
was
his
6,
birthday
but
today?
It was.
It was
before
early.
My,
Come on, man. You
Well,
being humble. Nah, you was
You
up
said
there like
6,
early.
but you put on here 7 and you told me 7.
7
It,
a.m.
it
Same
was
thing.
earlier
Like, same
than
thing.
anybody would like to have driven from
For
Livermore to
sure.
San Francisco.
Dang.
Pulled up, did a great job. Our camera guy that we were using at the time was great, and we felt like we had a good vibe with Cameron, and we ended up going with Cameron.
Let's go.
Moving forward, and Cam continued the rest of the tours with us and created the Cams. That's what's
Rode
crazy
that
is
thing
like
into the ground.
Kaylin and
created
Miles,
those?
Cameron.
Every single one.
What
Except for a couple of like the first ones, but yeah.
This is the man
That was me.
behind all the Cams right here. And
What are you doing?
don't look at what I'm doing over here.
Well,
Okay.
you're doing something weird over there, so it's
This is the man right here behind all the Cams. Film, edit, all of it, right? It's especially like then it got further into like doing like helping us with our social media.
I think that's when it made I don't know if
It
it
got
was like,
stressful.
well, it got stressful, but it was also like cool to feel like there was like because I like again like I'm still like 20 years old at the time. Oh, you're doing the
Dang.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You're doing the thing.
There you go.
I'm still like 20 years old at the time, 21 years old. Like I think I had just turned 21, and Anna and Grover was just like, "Hey, they're so bad at socials. Like you're the only one living there. Like
Yeah.
you got to do the socials." And it was cool because it was like, oh, like again, like being that young, and then it felt like Kaylin and Miles was like getting bigger, and I
Right,
felt like
right.
okay, like this is a major label artist, and somebody's telling me like you're gonna be what their perception is on social media.
Yeah,
I like took it so serious. I had alarm set every day. 'Cause I remember we were trying to drive this date into people's head. 11:20, I think was the date, right?
Yeah, yeah.
5 times a day, I just alarm would go off and I just post something like,
It did it though because there's people to this day that tweet NOV20.
Mm.
oh, it was 11:20. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Literally, when that day comes around on my timeline, I see like at least 10 tweets.
For sure.
yeah.
I mean, and it's like, it is a cool, like just to look back on like everything. Like I think that like it's crazy seeing it all now. You know what I'm saying? Like
For
getting
sure.
like on this side of it, right? Because I mean,
we were young.
you didn't, like you said, like you didn't know what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
I think all of us like sort of like weren't sure like what the frick was going on,
In
right?
my head, I'm like, I'm gonna roll with them, and I'm going back to college after this.
Yeah, yeah. But like just
Whoa.
like how you have now gone to a different path
Yeah.
from all the Kaylin and Miles stuff, so have like you know what I mean?
Everybody
with, like
has.
producing, like
Yeah.
everybody's kind of
Anna
like
works
gone
for
out to do
Instagram now. I think Anna owns Instagram.
damn near.
I think I saw Anna and Mark Zuckerberg grabbing lunch yesterday.
You lying to me?
Yeah, that's a lie. But
Okay, yeah, no, I wouldn't deny that might happen.
Bruh, she's one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life. I can stop talking about it because I just feel like I'm like captain of the Onagian street team. But like,
regardless, 925. You guys need to know that Onagian is like one of them ones, like for sure. And if you see
Pat Riley of executives,
exactly.
Like,
I don't know if you see this. We love you. 100%.
She's too busy to watch us. We're not.
She's not in here. She in Instagram. Yeah, I feel it. But yeah, it like really helped us get into a position to where we are now that we're still able to like be out here with no schedule. Like you said this for the last like week since we've been here. What are you guys doing tomorrow? You guys aren't doing anything. You don't work.
Well, I mean, you hear it all the time, right? Like me and you have lasted for a while, but you hear it all the time, like. You'll go out and you'll meet somebody that works in music and you'll meet somebody else and then you'll inquire about them the next time you see that person. Like, oh, hey, where's so-and-so? And they'll say, oh, they had to go home.
Yeah.
And you go, and for the longest time, I'm like, what do you mean they had to go home? But that was like their way of saying like, oh, they tried it out here. It just didn't work.
Yeah.
And it's because music is like such a fickle industry. And like you could be the best artist in the world and still not really figure out how to like fit the puzzle pieces incorrectly.
Yeah.
And so like for us we've been out here since I moved out here when I was 20 years old. We're still here. And I mean, you could argue that we're in like a more strong place than we probably ever have been. And so it's like we're doing all right for as far as like relative to like music people.
Yeah, I think so. And let me clear my throat real quick.
Don't do that again.
I won't do that anymore. I give all of this credit to where I am right now to all the Kaylin and Miles stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody that supported that.
Me too.
Because I think that there's a lot of people that like are still supporting now and keeping it moving that like are from that era. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And it means a lot to me to hear you say that you could credit like where you are now to that stuff. Because I'm so glad that like we could put you in a position like it was the Kaylin and Miles thing.
Yeah.
But like even like to now, like where you are, like bro, like you got more money than both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like you're lit. I'm just saying, like you're really him. This is my rich partner. Like bro, like in 2 months from now, like I'm gonna be homeless. I'm gonna be staying in his apartment.
Like you're like saying like, so many things. Like
I'm sorry. But
you obviously like when you talk to people that work in music, nobody's path to success is the same, right? Like in corporate America, it's like you go to college and then you get this internship and then ideally you get hired by that company that gave you the internship and you start at like an entry level position. You start like moving up the ladder. But it's like David Ali, there was no internship to be Kehlani's manager, right?
Yeah.
Like Dre London didn't have an internship to be Post Malone's manager. Tommy Brown didn't have an internship to produce music for Ariana, right?
Yeah.
So everybody like
Ariana.
Well, and he said Post Malone. He said Kehlani.
You know those people?
That's like my playlist.
Oh, that's your thing?
Bro, you literally went through her whole playlist. Kehlana, Post Malani.
Post what? But you know, like it's like so funny because it's like you ask all those people how like they got there, and none of them will be like, oh, I went to college, I went to the LA Film School, and then the LA Film School put me in Paramount Studios as an engineer. Then from like everybody just does it like how they do it, and so there's no like real like blueprint to like success in this industry, and so like. I honestly think that the Kaylin and Miles stuff was incredible because one, I got my feet wet, like kind of like on one of the largest scales you can do it in at 20 years old. Like Universal Republic is
that's one of the ones.
It's one of the ones, you know, and especially at that time.
To this day, yeah.
I mean, to this day, but like at that time, that was, I mean, that was when Drake was like really. Charlie Walk, like, I mean, whatever happened with him, happened. But like,
he damn near canceled. But like,
I mean, so be it. But like,
freaking,
like everybody on that roster was going crazy. I think it's who is it now? It's
still the same guys, the brothers.
Nah, man, I think it's Sylvia now.
Is it?
No. It's Wendy Goldstein.
Is she the one?
I think she is the one.
That's
now.
crazy. I thought the brothers were still over there. I can't remember what their names are.
I think it's Wendy Goldstein. Now.
Okay,
I could be wrong too.
Excuse me. Yeah.
But yeah, and so it's like to get your feet wet at that kind of scale at 20 years old and then leave at 22 years old with like that on your resume is kind of like, so I met Eric Bellinger like
In that time.
3 months after the last Kalen and Miles show.
Yeah.
Dang.
And to come to Eric Bellinger and be like, hey, like, we met because a label put you with Kalen and Miles, and
Yeah.
I was there,
Yeah.
and now like I'm not like I
But-
got time now. So
Exactly. And just like the way that things have all sort of fallen into place for us, like through that, you know, the Kalen and Miles era,
Yeah.
even to like after like really setting it up, just going back to what you're saying, like people try to come out here and, you know, chase a dream. And it's been such a blessing to us that we are still able to be
yeah,
out here doing it. I mean, so much so that like you're back and forth between like here in Miami now.
yeah,
That's insane.
it's really cool.
Yeah. From
But it's like it taught me so much too, because when I started working with Eric Bellinger, he's independent, right? So
Yeah.
there is no label saying like you got to have this kind of content on this rollout date.
He's independent.
independent.
That's
I love when
crazy.
people say that because it makes me happy, because
Yeah,
it makes me think like, oh, we're doing things to the public's
People think-
perception. People think that he's a major label
Right,
artist,
right.
But when the first kind of
Wow.
project I helped with content on, that I think, I don't know if like they really gave me like free reign, but they gave me like a lot of room to help create content.
Yeah,
Is this album called Eric Bellinger for President Term 2.
yeah,
And I remember just thinking like the Kalen and Miles strategy. It was like always, and I say this in a good way, like quantity over quality, right?
Yeah,
As far as
yeah.
content goes,
Mhm.
right? Where it was like, okay, we understand the algorithms are kind of fucked up right now. So if you post something, only 12% of the people that follow you are gonna see it. So if you
Okay,
want
yeah.
all those people to see it, you got to post 10 times.
yeah, yeah.
And that meant like countdown, like it meant shit that like a lot of artists think like, I don't want to do this because it's like I feel like I'm blowing up everybody's feed and I'm
Oversaturating it,
oversaturating like social media.
You say.
I mean, listen, well, but with Eric, it was like I'm like, I just came from this place where it's like you got this group of people that just want to see any content from you. It doesn't matter what the content is.
Yeah.
They just want to see content from you, and that rollout like went incredibly. Like I did it to a T of the Kalen and Miles 1120 rollout. Like I'm talking about.
Dang.
Remember the countdowns every night at the shows?
Yep.
We did that. We did all of the same shit. Like
Dang.
and it went really, really well. But I just remember being like, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just doing something that I learned when I was 19 years old, and I'm
Right.
doing it again.
That's
See,
sick.
that to me is like one of the most meaningful things, like about like one of them, right? There's
Yeah.
many reasons that I'm so thankful for what Kalen and Miles brought, right?
Yeah.
It's weird to like even say that. Like I'm saying it like from the outside, like it's like not a thing, but like the Kalen and Miles era, right? I think, you know, really helped, you know, as far as just like connecting friendships.
Yeah.
Like that's one of like the most like important things to me about what we were able to do, was just like to bring people together.
For sure.
And
Are you crying?
maybe I'm right. Hey, if I shed a tear, like mind your business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
mind
like-
your business.
There being like friendships, like that's like one of the most important things like in this life, is just to be able to share life with somebody. You know what I mean? And so that like our music and the songs being able to bring two people together that like
Yeah.
are still like connected today, like that's one of the most important things. But like even like so much to like where you're at now.
Yeah.
Like think of how hard that you went. I'm thankful that at least like as stressful as it was to be a Kalen and Miles photographer, videographer, social media manager.
Well, it's also just like how new I was to it, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm sure I deal with things today that are probably equally as stressful as or more stressful. It's just that like I've been acclimated to it at this
Yeah.
point. Like I think at 20 years old, it's just like you don't know what the fuck is going
Yeah.
on. Like,
For sure, yeah. And at this point, to be able to just like have those experiences and, you know, being able to apply them to, you know, what you're talking about, like with
Mhm.
Eric, and really know what you're doing, like those, like I mean, I'm sure that when you first started working with them, they started looking at you like, damn.
This
Who's
is how
this?
far it went for me though. After that album came out, because again, I was just doing content, right? Like
Yeah.
I wasn't on the side of like administration, management stuff. After that moment, that's when Neiman hit me. He's like, "Hey, like you're kind of good at this. Like you might want
Yeah.
to think about coming to my side, and we should just sign some artists and we just manage them together."
Yeah, yeah,
And so it went from like because content is like everything at this point, right? So like,
yeah.
but that's how far it went. Is like, oh, Kaylin and Miles taught me the content blueprint,
Right.
and that blueprint was so strong that like Eric's manager at the time was like, "You're so good at this that you should probably just come with me and let's just sign some artists together, and then let's hire somebody else to do that part."
And you did that.
I'm doing it now. Yeah.
And you're currently
yeah,
doing
yeah, I'm
that,
still
right?
doing it. Yeah.
To the point where it's like you started working with artists and now you're even working with like an NBA player.
Yeah.
Right. And getting to like help out that. That's the reason why Cam is in LA. Who is it that you work with?
Oh, in Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah. Victor Oladipo in the Miami Heat is like the NBA client that Neiman and myself are like handling.
And he
stuff
played
with.
his first game
He
back.
played his first game back on Monday. Yeah.
Let's go.
Did
Let's go.
incredible
Yes,
after
sir.
a
Yes, sir.
year of
Yes,
injury.
sir.
But
We
yeah,
couldn't
man.
find one place in LA who played it on the TV, but okay.
But we tried to go to Yard House. They
But
told
yeah,
us.
isn't that
It's really special and it means a
and
lot.
there's just like this part of me, and not to like just be like the on again, like
Go crazy. Be the on again.
whatever.
Pour another
But
shot.
like, we'll do that too. But like, there's this part of me that thinks like she was subliminally like doing all these things, like trying to like test me and be like, let me put him in this situation and see like if he soaks it all in or if like he just like acts like any other like 20-year-old would act right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, but doesn't that like prove like that the Kardashians like do something? Like in the sense of like,
If you're talking
Not
about
everyone
entrepreneurs, of
could've-
course.
but it's even in the sense of like you saying like, oh, like because she put you in that position and you like did it, right?
Mhm.
So it's kind of like that is like people could be in their position and like not do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's all timing too.
You either got
Yeah.
it or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Cam's got it and has been able to. I'm for
Let's
real,
go.
bro. Like, man, I'm so proud of you and just like what you've been able to do, and especially just getting to have
We're
this
Cam
time
fan
back.
club.
You said what?
We're Cam okay. We're
Cam-
Cam fan club.
Cam fan. This is the real Cam right here. Hey, can you tell us? Excuse me. Favorite tour?
I
Favorite
think
Kaylin Miles tour?
it was the Time Flies tour, and I'll tell you
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
We were kind of like on our farewell tour at that point, right? Like we had kind
Damn
of
near.
all known the inevitable was probably coming.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And that was also the first time where like we touched all these college towns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because up until that point, we didn't drink on tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't party. Like once the show was over, we just went to sleep.
That's
right?
that is so freak. Why do I gotta have this like in my throat? Like we trying to have this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to have a good conversation with you. Like, all right, go ahead.
You were saying?
Yes, we didn't drink at all.
Yeah. It was 3 or 4 tours. Our longest tours, like specifically, I think was like 60 cities over 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a sip of alcohol.
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
No after party. No nightclubs. No bars.
once.
No
nothing.
girls?
No girl.
No girls.
The girl that pooped. One girl.
Okay, you just kicked my buzz in. Okay, we're here.
But that tour we kind of had all known the inevitable was probably in the
It's
horizon.
on its way. Yeah.
Were
we
you
knew.
scared?
I was terrified.
Really?
Which is like,
Like-
you don't know what you're gonna do after.
That that's what I was
Right?
saying.
Like it's like there's no like retirement plan at
Yeah.
20 years old. Like
Nah.
but not only do we know that, but we also like was the first time we had touched all these party cities where like
Yeah.
the cool thing about Time Flies is like they pull up to a city where it don't even matter if there's Time Flies fans in that city. They're just in a city where it's like, what's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a concert over at this place. Okay, that's where everybody's going. So we pull up in these cities, and like for the first time in our lives, it'd be like 22-year-old girls there, like just like partying. And then for the first time in our lives, we go back to the bus, change, and then just go back out.
Yeah.
And for the first time in our lives, we were getting drinks comped wherever we went. And
Dang.
and so that tour was like probably the most memorable, just from like do you remember when Timmy Rant jumped through the sign and had to go to the hospital?
What?
What city
Timmy,
was that?
our freaking tour
Sound
manager,
engineer. No,
Scranton.
sound.
Scranton. Wait, what did I call
Ohio?
him? Wait, what did I just call him?
Tour
Scranton.
manager. That was Ben Packard.
Bro, I'm tripping, bro. I know I'm drunk right now. 925 podcast, back at it again. This is our first episode where we've been drinking. on. A sound engineer,
It's not
Timmy. We're in Scranton, Ohio.
No.
Is in Ohio? I know for sure.
No.
Where's LeBron from? Where's LeBron from?
Akron.
Akron. That's where he's from. Yeah. That's where it was. He's just like outside. There's like this like plexiglass like sign. He's like, I'm gonna
real
run through
estate
it.
sign,
Yeah,
like,
real
for
estate.
lease or some shit like that, right?
Whatever. He's like, bro, I'm gonna run through this. Like, frig it. Like, we're turned up. It's after the show. He runs through it, and like how he broke it was like a sharp piece of plexiglass, and it just cut him open, and he immediately had to go to the hospital.
Yeah. There's a video somewhere too. I forget. I don't have it anymore, but somebody does.
And that's a real Timmy thing to do.
I'm sure Timmy has done that like in the past month also somewhere else in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, I remember that tour definitely getting us out to an older audience.
Yeah.
And it was a scary thing because like at that time, like, you know, our fan base was mainly a lot younger.
It
high
was
school.
one of two reactions every night. It was either, who are these kids?
Mhm.
I don't like this. Or it was, we're fucked up and we're partying so hard right now that this is going to be the sickest shit ever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
those nights, like, that was how Brick Street started, right? Where
Oh my gosh.
we
What?
show up to Miami,
What?
Ohio, not Miami, Florida. Miami,
Miami,
Ohio.
Ohio.
Oxford, Ohio was a city.
Listen.
University of Miami, Ohio was a college.
This show, when we get up there, is sold out. In Ohio, we already know. We're on the Times Flies.
I'm
Times Flies
talking
source. It was sold out for Times Flies.
Every human being jumping simultaneously for Kalen and Miles at the same time. I'm
Bro,
sitting there
all
like,
right. But we go into this thinking like, okay, this is a sold out Times Flies show.
yeah.
There's no way that any of these people know who we are. And also, to add to it, it's 18 and up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
that's
There's
right.
no Cam Fam
Yeah,
in this building.
yeah.
And it's sold out
The
to
only,
Times
the only
Flies.
thing there is a college. There's nothing
That's it.
there. Yeah.
So we're expecting this set to go terrible. Like it's only college
Dang.
kids
Yeah.
and it's gonna be the worst. And you know what's crazy?
It was the most lit.
I honestly think that they were louder singing Trampoline than the San Jose show was.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
God.
crazy there.
I think they were playing it on the radio in that area.
Yeah, they were.
And so people knew
Yeah.
Trampoline for real. So
What
when Trampoline came
the-
on, the best performance that we ever had, crowd interaction, was
Miles
at,
stage dove.
I did.
That show,
my
yeah.
God.
He did. It was
There's a
fucking
picture.
Sick.
Bro, I took my shirt and my
Yeah.
pants off.
Yeah. He didn't do that. He's lying. But
Okay, yeah. I
was fun.
did stage dive.
But then
yeah.
after the show, they let us be bartenders for the bar there.
Mhm.
What
So they let
the-
us go behind the bar, and I'm like, we're like serving drinks to kids. And then they had this thing called a trash can, and
Did
it
you have check IDs?
Nah.
no,
Oh, okay.
this is Ohio, baby.
Okay.
Like
Come on.
they give
We're
you a gun when you
different.
turn 12 there.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
you're
We're
fine.
different.
But there was this thing they had called a trash can. And have you ever had an AMF?
Yeah.
It's
Those.
it's two of them
Have
in
you?
one.
Yes. At Yard House.
At Yard House?
They got
What the
AMFs
frick?
at Yard House.
Yes, they
What time
do.
is it? We're going after this.
I went with. I think I went with Nina and maybe Malia. You know Malia?
Okay, yeah.
And I got
Go-
an AMF at
go
Yard
to-
House. Ask anyone. They're like blue.
Yeah, and so they
Yeah.
had these things called trash cans, which was just two AMFs put in a big
Oh
cup.
my.
And I
Frick.
had two of them.
What?
What the fuck are you doing over there?
My bad, sorry. I'm scooting over.
I had two of them. I remember we all came back to the bus at one time, just hammered.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
there was this little bagel
Those have
spot.
like every alcohol.
It's like tequila, gin, rum, vodka in one drink.
Yeah.
Man, but like that was probably one of the best nights. And you need to help me find that footage. Because you have footage of that
Bro,
night
I'm
from
gonna keep
somewhere.
it a bug with you. I deleted it.
You did?
Like somebody else has it because I remember sending it to everybody before I deleted it.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
You
this
just-
might get
you
us in a
just
little
didn't
bit of
want-
trouble.
Okay.
I don't know like suspect shit, but just like I remember there was two different girls that had boyfriends at the time
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
that like other not me or Miles.
Some
Okay.
of the crew members.
yeah,
Some of the crew members
Some
in
of
our
the-
tour
yeah,
ended up in the bunk with them.
yeah.
And we came back to the bunk and we were like, "Hey, what's going on in there? You get that?"
And I remember even
Okay.
asking like, "Hey, where's so and so?" She goes, "Oh, she went home to her boyfriend." I'm like,
Oh.
All right. You like, all right, maybe we keep this private. But yeah, you bro, you made a little like edit of that night specifically.
"Yeah."
One of the best. Okay, all right. I respect that as your best tour.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask in the notes, favorite tour and favorite show. So would you also say that's your favorite show?
Nah, I mean,
Do you have a favorite show?
the favorite show honestly might be the San Jose show, just because
That's what everyone says.
it just felt like
Boring.
Well, that my parents came for the first time,
Stop.
right? That was like that was the first time my parents came. They're like, oh, this is a thing. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like this is like it made dropping out of college make sense to them, you know.
Right.
Um, Al-
It's 100% respectable.
also, it was such a long tour.
Yeah.
We were out there for over 3 months,
Oh my god.
and every day for 3 months, you wake up to a schedule. Even on our off days, it's like you wake up and there's this sign on the front of the bus that says, "This is where the hotels are.
What
These
the?
are the closest restaurants, closest bars, closest
Mhm.
things to do." And then after that show, like we wake up in like San Jose, and I'm like, "What the fuck do I do today?" And it was like so weird. Like I didn't know what to do. Like it was like
Yeah.
that was your whole life for like 3 months. The San Jose show was like that one was cool.
I think so,
my
yeah.
parents were there, and it was like, oh, like. I mean, it was like 5,500 people. Like,
And like I think that I always had like this, I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but like chip on my shoulder about like being respected in the Bay
yeah,
Area.
for sure. You know, of course you did.
I don't think I ever got it. Like but like
I
I
think,
didn't need to.
I think
honestly.
you have it now, right? Like miles from Kalen and Miles, but I think at the time it was tough, right? Because
It's a different style of music.
it was a different style of music, and then there were a lot of other people that were like booming at the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
feel like what's cool about the Kevin and Miles stuff is you were reaching a whole different audience, and then you brought Bay Area culture to them. Like they'll
sure,
be my
yeah.
friends from like New York or Florida that like know Bay Area stuff, and it's solely because of the Kevin
But
and
I
Miles
think
stuff.
that's why
Right.
it was so important to hear, like, when I am Sue would FaceTime and just be like, hey, don't change what you're doing. Like, that was, like,
Mhm,
super
mhm.
important for everybody to hear.
yeah, I think so, because you were with me when I FaceTimed him one time. Like,
I remember he was like, hey, man, like, y'all are like Disney, but I mean that in, like, the best way possible. Like, don't
Right.
ever
Yeah.
change.
Right,
Like,
right.
And that was like,
but man, we freaking like, I don't know. Just like looking back at it now, like I'm so proud of everything that happened. You know,
Man.
through the music. I'll slap some of the stuff from time to time.
yeah.
I often sing "Got You."
There's not a day that goes by.
You've heard me sing "Got You," right?
Which one is that?
It goes like this.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll sing it for you.
No, you're good,
I
you're good. Don't do it. Come
wanna
on.
be the
Don't do it.
one you need.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Please, God.
But banger.
I didn't
like,
even know that
yeah.
song, and now I know every word of it.
Yeah.
because I sing it so often.
Yeah.
Well, what I also will say about that album, was that on the album?
It was on
1120 album?
no. It was on Chase Dreams.
What I'll say about the
EP.
1120 album is like a lot of that stuff was done internally, right? There wasn't no big producers involved for the most part. There was
Not too much, yeah.
there wasn't no like huge writers involved for the most part. Like
Yeah.
there's songs of that album that was made in the Dalecrest house,
Right.
which
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
right?
Del Crest is a spot that we used to our first spot that we like really moved to, like when we got out here. And it was all of us, me, Kalen, Cam, and Jake. Was Jake there with us, or I'm
So
tripping?
Jake came towards the end, and Connor came towards it. For the majority of it, it was just me, you, and Kaylin.
Yeah.
But that spot was sick, bro. Like, cause it was on that hill, and so
It's the best
every
spot.
morning I would just wake up and then eat cereal out in the backyard.
You go out there, sit on a chair, and then you got like a little view
Incredible.
of like
The whole
like,
valley.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
valley, which is fire. And that was where we stayed at until the split happened in
And then we lived in a
2016.
hotel. For
We
a
did go to a
month.
hotel,
Yeah.
and that was solely on me because like I did not give a frick,
Nah.
and I was just like, yeah, no, we gonna find something. I would check Zillow every 2 weeks, and then it's like, oh, we got to move out. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get a hotel while we're trying to figure this out. But yeah, the split happened, and that's, you know, obviously we've kind of touched on it a little bit. You know, Cameron has been able to grow past that. You know, obviously, like there's no more Kaylin and Miles video cams to be recorded anymore. No more social
Been
media.
a few years.
You know, it's been a while since then, but you know, he's really been able to take on just through his relationships and things that he's learned through there to take it to his next experience where he's like, I mean, is it fair to say that and I can't take full credit like I'm no way saying like you are where you are today because of like Kaylin and Miles. Like a lot of it has to do with like your drive and your talent for the stuff. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But like,
and like
there's bits and pieces of it that like, your personality, who you are.
No, I mean, but a lot of it is a Kaylin Miles because like I said, like when I got to Eric Bellinger, I knew exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Like, and as soon as like I kind of got like a green light to be like, hey, like you can do the content. Like, it was like perfect because I know how to do it. Because Eric Bellinger is a big enough artist where it's like all I need is everybody that follows him to know the album is coming out.
Yeah.
And I remember me and Neiman was in the car and he's like, hey, how do you think the album, how do you think the album release went? And I'm like, I think that everybody that follows him knows it came out.
Yeah.
600,000 people at the
For sure.
time, right?
Yeah,
And so it's like, I think that we did that job, and I think 600,000 people know an album that he worked really hard on that sounds really good just came out.
Yeah.
And, like that is because like of the Kaylin Miles stuff for sure.
And what you knew, and so I'm just so thankful for that I know how stressful a lot of those tours became, especially towards the end. That I'm very thankful that
Then I got sent on the Anjali tour after that.
Right, and it got even weirder because you were in there in the middle of freaking Derek Liu and Skate Maloli just
Throwing
fighting
hands at
security.
everybody.
Oh my God, were you
Bro,
at that
no,
show?
I was
he
at
was
Webster
there.
Hall. Yeah.
Shut up.
And my
Bro, he was
biggest
in
thing
there.
was
He was in
like-
there. He was in there throwing hands. Not against the security. He was throwing hands against them.
Bro, we got the
Shut
hell out of there.
up.
We got out of there.
Wait, you
so
were
quick.
actually at that show,
It
though?
was Webster Hall, New York City.
What the?
He was on
that
a tour.
Yeah. I was on. Yeah, we was there. Yeah, Anjali was like opening for them.
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
the? Is that the girl that
the
that
playback.
I've done
Animal.
work for? Yeah.
Yeah, she does animal shit now.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a piece of meat in like 4 years or something.
Hey, I respect it.
Ever since John Boogie came on, I've been thinking about what he said about like just like being a good person.
Yeah.
I feel like, not to hype you up,
Please do.
but like I feel like Cam, like he's probably my favorite friend of yours, in the sense of like just how I feel like why you do so well and what you do too is obviously like your hard work, but it's like how supportive. You support people that probably don't deserve to be supported by you.
I think being a good
Mhm,
person
mhm.
like is so rewarding because
Yeah.
like Miles knows like the person that I kind of like look up to now, like my big bro in music. His name is Neiman, and he kind of has like a tougher exterior, right?
100%.
Like-
Yeah.
Sounds like
But like
you.
when you like really get to know him, he's just like one of the best human beings in the world. And what he preaches is just like being a good person might take longer to win, but like those wins are gonna be bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And like I think like even like when you look at everybody that like we work with, we don't work with anybody that's like a bad human being.
Yeah.
Like Eric Bellinger, like same character, right? Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
good person, like Vic, great person, like all of like everybody that we work with is just like good people. And I think probably a lot of that too probably comes from Kaylin and Miles. It's just like because everything we did was like maybe not like the best as far as like adding to the bottom line, right? Like we probably could have done things that it's like, yeah, this might be a little shady, but it'll make some bread.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we always just did it like the way it should be done. And I remember even hearing, I don't know if it was Anna or Grover, but one of them was on the phone just like, yeah, this sucks, but like, this is what we do. This is how we do business. And
Mhm,
it's like, it's
mhm.
going to cost us a little bit more money, or it's going to cost us some more time, or we're going to have to go out of our way to do things we don't want to do. But like, this is how we do business.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? And like even like going around everybody that we met, like at the radio stations, everything, like
Yeah.
honestly, like it was really appreciated.
For sure.
And I hope that like they felt that for sure. Because like it for sure was like, I mean, we were I'm not gonna say like we weren't supposed to make it that far. I always thought like it could go further than like what like me and Kaylin in the bedroom. You get what I mean? But like it definitely went a lot further than I expected it to.
It's tough, right? Because like sometimes I'll hear people like talk about Love Robber and be like, that song really wasn't that good, right?
Mhm.
And so I wonder, like, should it have gone that far, or was it just like I think that song did well, one because Vine was like really really
Yeah.
instrumental at that
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
But I think too also like I think program directors wanted it to do well because it was just like
But I think too, at the time being, that's exactly the music that everyone wanted to hear.
for sure. Well, the verses made sense because it was like, there were moments you could put in Vine.
Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
like
The
bow.
production made
Yeah.
sense because it hit you right on the one, right, literally on the first one.
The little first chord of the song. Yeah.
and then the hook was just like easy and
Mhm.
memorable. But like, yeah,
So good.
Man, I mean, and the craziest thing about that is like, honestly, like it's divine.
the crazy
Yeah.
thing
The whole
about
song.
that is that we shot that music video for
Listen.
$0 in LA after a show at the El Rey,
Bro.
where I remember there was like a moment where we didn't have enough money to get back to the hotel that night or something.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
that one was like, yeah.
We had who was out there with us in the what's her name? That was in the video with us?
I don't remember.
Gladys'
oh,
sister.
Chantel.
Chantel. She
Yeah.
was out there. She came through, showed love.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
man.
that shit was bad, bro.
But no, it was cool. It did exactly what it needed to do
At the time,
for this,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think like obviously the main thing that I think that helped it was like the Vine and like at that time, like if you wanted to make your own Vine, you had to buy the song.
Oh, for real?
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, like if you
That-
there was
that-
an app that like if you wanted to make a Vine to that song, you would have to purchase it on iTunes, and then it would go into
Oh.
your account. And so I think that really like put it up the charts
Yeah.
to ultimately getting Republic to be like, hey, what's this song that's popping up on the
Yeah,
hip hop
yeah,
charts? You know what I'm saying? And then
That's
where it
a
went.
really good idea because music streaming is so like trash for making money now.
oh, for sure, yeah.
It's so bad. Like,
Unless you're independent and you like
But
really
but
like
even
go
still,
crazy,
but go crazy, right?
you get the Roxanne right now, independent.
yeah,
you're
of
on.
course. But think about like 100,000 streams right now is like $300, right? $300 if 100,000 people stream your song.
Yeah.
During iTunes, if 500 people bought your song, you get $500.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
$435, I think, after the iTunes splits and everything.
It's different now. It's
Yeah.
different. And I wonder. I'm
People
interested
don't
to
buy
see like
music.
how things change
It's
like in
gonna
music,
change.
like as far as streaming goes.
I think the next thing that's gonna happen is like what's happening with like film and TV, where
Yeah.
labels start creating their own subscriptions.
Yeah,
Right? Like
yeah.
how like Disney Plus is gonna be like Atlantic Plus. or
Mm.
What
something like that.
I'm gonna hate that.
I would hate that
Would
too.
you?
Yes.
Yeah, like you only
But it's
listen to
like
the
you
artist
gotta
on
think
that.
about it. Like every song in the world you can have for $15 a month.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
For sure. Yeah, no, not for sure.
15. What do you use?
Apple Music, Family Plan.
Oh,
Let me let my Jack Daniels speak just for a second.
What's been going on prior to this?
Nothing. I've been sober before this.
Got it,
okay?
got it.
he's been
And
drunk
now we
since
got
last
it.
night.
I'm gonna say this right now. First time 925 podcast.
I want one of those hot dogs so bad.
What?
Oh, that hot dog last night was so fire.
Oh,
I had one of the little hot
outside
dogs.
Staples?
We had a little club
Bro, when
outside
you're
the club. Hot
faded,
dogs.
We
Them
we
little street
split-
hot dogs that might give you hepatitis C is incredible.
Oh,
we
I was in
split
there.
one. No, we
Yeah,
went,
them
we
shits-
went to a club appearance for you that one night, whatever. And we were like, "Oh, cool, he's gonna get 3 hot dogs." He comes back with 1 hot dog, and me and Cam were like, "Why does he have 1 hot dog?"
Wait, where was
me and
that?
Cam
I was
outside the
fucking
club. Me and
hammered,
Cam
bro.
literally had to split the freaking hot dog.
Oh, at the when we was on the K Town.
That
Yeah,
was a
but you
mobby night,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You
for sure.
only got 1 hot dog.
After the Justin Bieber concert, I was on one.
You really
and
were.
they had a bunch of hot dog stands. I said, "Pero sin bacon." Can I get 1 hot dog? Pero sin bacon. And
Jenny goes up to one
it
of the
was
guys.
fire.
Jenny goes up to one of the guys and she's like kind of tipsy too. And she goes up to them and starts speaking straight Spanish. And he goes, "Yes, I can get you."
Hey, I be
I love
telling
it.
people like the people that help clean the house every now and then
Mhm.
speak
Bridge.
incredible English, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And there be somebody in the house trying to like help like speak Spanish to them. I'll be like, "Hey, bro, they like They will understand you better if you speak English and if you try to speak Spanish to them.
No, 100%. Yeah. And so it's like,
What were
excuse
you
me.
gonna say?
I'm gonna get to that, but it's funny because like we talk about that all the time. Like, where is it like? Does it come across disrespectful? You trying to speak Spanish? Because like I was at a spot one time where it was like a taco truck. The dude for sure speak, he speak English, right? And she was up there with her homies, and she was like, maybe more so trying to flex that she could speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And so she ordered the whole thing. She ordered the whole thing in Spanish, and I was like,
who?
This girl, she was like with two of her homies, and she was asking them like, all right, what do you guys want? Oh yeah, and then she would order in Spanish. I was like, damn, he for sure could have just asked them too. But like,
I come from a point that's like, I don't have an accent, and so like I don't want to like, cause I'm Mexican, right? But like I'm very
How
whitewashed.
Mexican are you?
Yeah, how
I'm
Mexican are you?
58% Mexican.
Actually,
23andMe?
you need yeah, we need a
that's
23andMe ASAP.
My dad's 100%. My mom's 16%.
Nah, we need the 23andMe.
Anyway,
I do. I'll finance it because I don't believe you.
For
I'm
sure.
58% Mexican. I'm very whitewashed though, so I don't have an accent. I don't want to come off as like, if I order, it's like, okay, even if I know how to say it, I'm not gonna have the accent, and I don't want to like disrespect.
You got the Duolingo app?
I used to.
I got Duolingo.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you need to start figuring it out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on the hot seat right now. If I don't,
absolutely, because you got to start talking to, your mother-in-law, future mother-in-law.
Wait. I have something to say.
Yeah.
Go.
Cam comes off as like,
here we go.
Hard, right? Like mean.
Yeah, that boy horny.
What?
Or my bad. Like tough. Like my bad.
So I think he's a nice person.
I am a nice person.
Okay,
Sure.
but listen.
Yeah.
We get into an Uber. Miles and Carter went somewhere else. We get into the Uber,
Strip club.
and Cam gets on the phone with
Confirm.
Cam gets on the phone with his girl, and new Cam unlocked. I've seen a new side of Cam.
What was you talking about?
It was
Just
the
being soft.
most
cupcaking?
bubbly, soft, cupcakey Cam I've
What's
ever
up,
seen in
babe?
my life. Never once because Cam will do this thing where like I'll laugh and he'll be like, "Tell Felicia not to laugh at my jokes." Like this stuff. He never once said anything mean to this girl, and was
Never.
like, "Okay,
That's my girl. Like,
I know.
That's your
It's
queen.
just so
Come on.
funny.
I
I was
love
like,
it.
who is in the car right now?
Bro, no, I'm excited. Like, I haven't met her yet.
On FaceTime, that's it. Drunk.
Yeah. Lightweight, yeah. That's mainly the only
Yeah.
times. But like, I'm excited because she's from the Bay Area as well,
Mission.
District,
Yeah.
and
That's City.
we're on our way to the best burrito spot in the Bay, according to a
Yeah.
real Mission District.
She said it.
Whenever you end up going back, like I'm gonna pull up on you, and we're just gonna hit every
I think
every
that's all he
spot.
talks about.
I told
I know. That's all you talk about.
I told Cam earlier, I was like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set some money aside and say, hey, this is dedicated to Miami trip. I'm not going to spend any more or less than this. And I know it's got to be that, right? And that's how I'm going to do it. Smartly,
Okay.
right? Do you think I
Okay.
can do that?
No. Like, do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
Because I think when you get money,
Miles
you're
thinks
very-
that $50,000 is $20 billion.
100%.
like and this is a nice way. Okay, financially, it's not a nice way to live, but like it's a nice way to live. You just are very generous and very willing to spend it when you have money.
Yeah.
Right. So
Oh,
it's like,
yeah. I got the best story regarding that.
go.
We get dropped from the label, don't know when the next penny is hitting anybody's account. First thing Miles does is go to Hawaii, spend like 20 bands, like literally like $20,000.
I was out there. Shoot, me and Tia was out there. We just mobbed. Like, I was like, hey, let's go. Let's figure it out. Bro, that was my girlfriend probably for like 2 weeks.
That wasn't your girlfriend, bro. That was
She
like
wasn't even my girlfriend
That
yet.
was a girl.
I didn't even ask her to be my girlfriend yet. I was like, hey, you want to come to Maui with me? Come to Maui with me. I'm sorry, what? I was with it.
That's
I was
exactly
like, man.
what something you
And
do
I was
now.
like, well, where are we living? And you're like, I'll figure it out when I get back.
I was like, I'm gonna be in Miami for about a week. I'll come back. But good times.
Shot time.
But Yeah, run it. Take the shot. We got a couple notes here for you, Cam.
That's not a
Um,
shot, but whatever.
Run the shot, man. Cheers. All the cams, man. Give it up. Pause it if you want to take another shot with Cam right there. Get your shot poured and bring it back. Are you a Sailor fan on TikTok?
How could
Wait.
you not be a Sailor fan?
Wait,
Are you a terrorist? Like,
We
how are
didn't-
you not a Sailor fan?
Exactly,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
we didn't talk about this yet. But Cam was actually our first guest. And that night he was
It
pretty
is, yeah.
he was pretty faded. And that night also he had a girl over
Let's put a time marker on this night.
This is-
Oh, yeah.
This was hella
a
long
long
ago.
time
This
ago.
I don't
now
even
you-
remember.
Now you guys are saying in a sarcastic tone.
No, it
It
was
was like-
it
it was
was
hella long ago.
genuinely
It
a long
was like
time ago.
almost 2 years ago at this point.
2?
It could have been 3.
No,
It
okay,
Wait,
sure.
what?
Yeah, it was like two.
was hella long ago.
It was a while
Okay.
ago, yeah.
So Miles had some mics set up, and we were literally like, it was just 2 mics, and it was Cam and Miles, and then I was on the couch.
I was fucked up. I had just gotten back from somewhere.
Joey.
Joey.
Yeah.
And
Black,
another
though.
spot.
The-
Yeah.
For show black. For show black.
Yeah.
Yeah. We start the pot. We start like I don't even know why you started recording.
Well, during
Yeah.
quarantine, we had always just thought like me, Connor, and Miles were like, we should start a podcast called Roommates.
Yeah.
We just kind of like never got around to it, but like
Yeah.
we had like the initial setup.
Yeah.
We might have got the mics. I think
Yeah,
I got,
we
the,
got
mics.
Yeah.
Because that was during quarantine. Yeah.
So I think Miles was just like, let's just try to like do a little practice run.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so top of
You also started thinking about like doing a podcast with Miro.
yeah, you got me mics for that, and I was sick. I still have those.
Yeah, and she never even used them.
Fake ass.
Yeah, because
I
Miro
know.
Miro didn't want to do it, and then he ended up starting his own podcast, but it worked out.
It did.
Whatever.
It did.
Everybody got a podcast. Huh?
Except for Cam. So then he was on the couch, and I was like, he was pretty drunk, and I was like, you need some water? And he was like, why do I need water? I don't need water. And I was like, okay, like whatever. So like 10 minutes later, we start the podcast. He starts where Miles starts recording, whatever. And you ask him like, you need some water? And he's like, yes, I need some water. Like just
real?
like yelling.
Bro, I haven't seen it in hell long.
Don't
We
watch it,
literally-
man. That
we
was
record. We're gonna
hammered.
show it here.
Mhm.
So
You really want to
But-
show it?
No.
we got-
No.
That was a moment where the girl I was talking to, that's the only person I ever met in my life that sends harder than me.
For sure. Because, bro, she
Yeah.
was so drunk.
okay,
Bro, my
she-
dad was here that weekend.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
threw up.
Yeah.
Did she?
No,
That
she-
night.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Listen. So she was next to me, and she was like, you could tell like she was about to throw up, like just the look in her face. She goes to the sink and starts throwing up
Yeah.
in y'all's sink, but y'all had dishes in there.
Yeah.
She's throwing up in the sink. I'm holding her hair. I've never met this woman in my life. I literally only did it for you. Like
That's some
I,
real shit.
For the
I-
love, yeah.
I only did it for you.
Yeah.
I don't even know her name to this day. Don't know her name.
Let's keep it that way.
Okay. I was I was holding her hair and she was just throwing up in these dishes. The worst part about it is your dad tried to like get something out of the sink.
Oh,
Well,
I
she was
didn't
throwing
know
up or
any of
what?
this.
Well, no, afterwards, so all of
Yeah.
it was in there.
Damn.
And he was the man of the house and got and because it was like where you had to like take like if you turn on the garbage disposal, all the like forks would have got in there. So he had to get the forks out of there and turn on the garbage
Jesus,
disposal.
Man.
He was real one. But tell the
Bruh.
story about
one time, me and that girl went out. It was the night we got a table at those clubs, like the first night back in
Yeah, yeah.
life, right? And me and you got those tables right next to each other at the club.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We end up.
Oh
Yeah, you were there too.
Yeah, at the girl's birthday party.
Yeah, and so we go back to Ryan and Zoe's just to like keep it moving.
Yeah.
I get hammered. I go home, but I leave her there. She ends up, nobody could find her. She ended up in the hospital that night. She ended
Oh,
up in
no.
Cedar Sinai that night.
Bro. She disappeared from y'all's apartment.
Yeah.
And just like, yeah. No, I remember that. But the funniest part of that was like my dad was like in the garage just minding his own business.
Doing
Like
nothing but
just like
helping.
just like setting the pool table up. He was probably cleaning the pool table off. And she just comes in and was like, "Hi, I'm so and so and I'm Mexican." My dad's like, "All right, yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah, all right, cool."
And like, obviously, me and her haven't spoken in like a year or more, right?
yeah.
But every time I see her post, all of her friends, like, she's still that same human being when she goes
Yeah.
out, like, blacks
I
out,
love
like.
it. I love
Okay.
it.
That was
She-
like-
she really turns up.
But that was like a perfect quarantine bay, right? Like,
Yeah, okay,
like,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
get fucked up and
Yeah.
like deal with it tomorrow. I
Yeah.
guess. Like,
You know what I
Absolutely.
want?
What do you
I
want?
want like your dad to say like his little like okay, and I want it as like a response. Like you text me something
sure.
and it's just like okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be so good.
Nah, that's a solid one. That's a solid one.
We need to end this.
I mean, I'm chilling. Like we could go for like you said, like 3 hours, everything. But like
Zendaya.
I'm trying like listen, and it was Zendaya and just like
I don't got nothing to
can
say
you
about
briefly
Zendaya.
talk on
Your statue of
No, no,
yourself.
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
that's the ending. And Eric Bellinger. And just like
Can I say that Eric Bellinger's album? I don't know the numbers, but the number one, like the one that's all numbers, 1-800.
Oh, Hit Easy.
So good.
Yeah.
That one's sick. Yeah, that's
I
him
play it.
and
Maybe
Youngberg.
I play it daily.
That shit is hard.
So
you,
good.
Can you just real quick, just so the people know, like from Cams to what projects have you like been in since outside of Cam?
Like music?
Music or anything, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean,
because
obviously,
Jilly.
like obviously, like all the Eric Bellinger stuff up until like his most recent album, New Light, which is nominated for a Grammy this year.
Nice.
We did some music for Tory Bricks for a little while, Joe Moses, for a few albums. My probably like my favorite music was like the Jilly stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Because
Yeah.
you were fully behind that as far as like
If you would have
setting up
asked me when I was,
producers.
if you would have asked me when I was like 24, 25 years old, like, how are you gonna make $1 million? I'd have been like, oh, Jilly.
Yeah,
'Cause-
100%.
And even to this day, when I see like Sweetie, Meg Thee Stallion, Denny Lay, I'm like, man, like we should be right there with them.
Absolutely.
Like Jilly's music was incredible, and it sucks that like it probably won't ever come out, but that was like my favorite. That was also like my first real run at like
Yeah, and like just like taking on
like
an
this
artist
is my
as a
artist.
whole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this-
yeah.
Like it was me and Neiman, but like for the most part, like day to day studio sessions, label meetings. Are you leaving? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Interesting. Like label meetings,
Everything like
Everything.
that was your artist.
yeah, man, and we made like really, really, really good music together. I'll listen to it
Like even today,
monthly.
bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys, like this is stuff that Cam put together, and he showed me too. Like it almost hurts me, like even more than maybe it does you. Like how much like this
Nah,
music was like
it does
it-
bother me.
Like he made real claps with Jilly.
Yeah, and I even reached out to her like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, actually,
Because I'm putting together this project right now. It's like an R&B project. Me and Riveting are doing together.
yeah, yeah.
And there's this demo, not even a demo. There's this record we have called Space that was produced by Bongo, written by Scooty, who is in this group called the Social House.
Yeah,
They wrote like a lot of the Ariana stuff, like Thank You Next, Seven Rings. And
got
so,
you.
like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like big time, right? Like,
Pure clap. Yeah,
and we all wrote this record called Space together, and it's like it's so sick. And so I reached out to her. I'm like, hey, like I want some of this music to come out one day. Like here's
Yeah.
like a kind of a cool opportunity for Space to come out. And I didn't know what she was gonna say because I really don't know like how where we stood after all this time. But she hit me back. She's like, hey, like so good to hear from you. And she just said like those vocals just sound so dated, and
okay.
that beat is gone forever. Like the producer of it got his laptop stolen years ago. That song is like 5 years old.
Damn.
So yeah, I reached out to her a couple weeks ago just about that record. But I think about that stuff all the time because that's like some of the best music I've ever made in my life, and it just like sits in a Dropbox folder somewhere.
See, that's what's crazy. But like, I mean, it is cool to know that like that's in you. Like as far as like you being able to put together some good music. I'm gonna say this
Yeah.
confidently. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you too.
Okay.
You, Felicia. If there was ever a Kaylin and Miles comeback album,
Okay.
you know who I would want to manage and like help like executive produce? It'd be Cam Fairfax.
Hey, that means a lot, man. The
Wow.
executive
For
production
real.
thing is
And
like
then y'all
tricky
kissed.
too, right? Like that's why I put that album out last year because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. Waves. It's called Waves.
Yeah.
You
And
search it up
it's
off top. It's
good.
bangers on there.
Yeah. And
Like, I hate to say that it's
I
good.
remember you telling me that the day it came out. You're like, hey, I'm glad to support, but like it's good. And I hate that. It's good.
Yeah, no, it's bangers.
No, it is like a really good album. Like I still will listen. I listened to it on a flight the other day, and I'm like, did I like it because it was just like my thing, or like
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
good? I'm like, I listened. I'm like, no, there's like good music.
It's
on
really
here.
good
Bro,
music.
I'm being completely honest, like, on everything right now. I listened to that song today unintentionally.
The Eric Bellinger one.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah,
not
she's-
not
yeah.
even on some like because I knew we were doing the podcast today. Not even on some like it literally came on shuffle and like I listened to it all the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And I played
think-
it twice so I could put on my Instagram story.
I think there's like this thing of like music. There's a lot of people that have influence and impact in music that comes out that you kind of never know about.
Yeah.
Like the thing that's like probably the easiest to compare to is DJ Khaled, right?
Okay.
And people is like, let's just say like all he does is like scream his name on records when it's like, nah, like
Yeah.
how many other people could put Justin Bieber, the Migos, and Cardi
And-
B on a record together? Like
yeah,
how many
yeah.
people could put Rick Ross, Usher, Lil Wayne, and Drake on a record? Like
And it makes sense.
not that many people.
Yeah.
And so I really want to just do a project where it was like, okay, I want to find the beats. I want to get the demos done. I want to host a writing camp and get writing done for all of it. I want to like put the artwork together myself. I want to like, I even did the legal on that project myself. I got
Yeah.
all the producer agreements done on my own. And it was like kind of just like my way of being like, maybe you don't ever hear my voice on like a lot of the music that comes out, but like I still hold value when I'm in the studio with people, right? Like
100%,
I still
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
especially on like the vocal production and mixing side. Like I feel like I got a really good ear when it comes to like, okay, stack should be here, harmony should be here, dub
Yeah.
should be here. Like the mix should sound like this. We should do this on this mix or on this hook, or maybe this verse melody should be a pre-hook melody, or this pre-hook melody should be a bridge melody or whatever. So I just really wanted to put an album out that's like, that's what it sounds like when like music is done, kind of like when I use my ear.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's end this thing and rip some
I know.
shots.
Yeah, we need to do that because this is going to be our longest podcast right now.
And you know, after all this alcohol, my skin is gonna need some fresh skincare.
So once again, Stick Stone Skin, 50%
go.
off. Hella 925. Hella 925. Use the code for 50% off, and go ahead and check them out on their website. The only thing I'm gonna end it with is that, like, if there's anybody out there right now from the city of Livermore that's listening, it's a little confusing to me at this point why there isn't a statue
I
of
keep
Cam
telling 'em.
Fairfax. You know what I'm saying?
Right in front of Livermore High.
Right in front of Livermore High. We need to get that locked in. So if anybody out there in the Livermore area, 925 area, has any
City
connects
council,
on that,
mayor.
just tap in with us and we can get it worked out. We want to say thank you to everybody who's listened this far. Cam, what we do normally at the end of the podcast, if anybody listens this far, we want to know who tapped in all the way this far.
It's probably just your mom and my mom.
So what emoji could they send us on Twitter or anything to let us know that they made it all the way to the end?
I love the palm tree and I also love the wolf emoji. So either one of those.
I like the palm tree.
Okay.
Or the hibiscus flower.
Either
the-
either three of those.
Big
If you guys have made it
hibiscus,
this far to the podcast, definitely tweet us at Cam Fairfax. That's everything, right? Instagram,
That's it.
Twitter,
That's
all
of
that.
it. Yeah.
Can we just in the comments just lift Cam up? Just like for everything, we just need a round of applause. Like whatever the emojis are that you want to do, just
We're
to hype
Cam
Cam
Fan
up.
Club.
He's really taking it further, than what the Kalen and Miles was, and just built a sustaining career from that. And we're super super proud of him.
What the?
Let's go. And we'll continue to cheer him on. And I already know. I know you told me that I would be in your
what we
weddings.
didn't do is tell you what I got you for your birthday this year.
You got me something for my birthday?
You're gonna do that on the podcast.
Well, I mean,
I've been keeping this in for so long.
yeah.
You got me something for my
Let's
birthday?
go!
Yeah. I did. I got you tickets to the festival, the Blink 182 one. What's it called in Vegas?
The big one with all the artists on it. What was it called?
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I swear.
No.
Yeah.
With the story so far there too?
Yes.
I don't
right?
know.
The
Wait,
big
wait.
one.
What's it called?
Wait,
are.
did you do this?
We Are Young? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Or-
the
or
one
Forever
where,
Young
like, has
Festival?
Paramore, everyone.
Like
on it.
everybody on
Yeah.
there. Are you serious?
Yeah, I
Yes.
did. Yeah.
You're capping me right now.
No, I hit her about it like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and I woke up at like 7 in the morning to like
And
wait
we were
in the line.
I was even trying to
And
get
as
the
soon
tickets.
as I got through the line, sold out. And then I told her like, oh, it's sold out.
yeah, and then they
So I'ma
added
just-
another one though.
But they added 2 more.
And we
Every
kept
2 more
trying
was
to get
sold
them.
out.
and then
so I was gonna just be like, okay, like it's fucking over. So I was gonna just get you a Airbnb in Nashville for the summer,
yeah.
and then when
Bro, what?
And then when we went to the club, he checked the tickets again, and the resale were
the resale was like the
were
same
cool.
as the resale was like not that crazy. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get them right now.
And he
yeah.
literally got them at the club.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bro, we gotta end this podcast because I'm gonna kiss Cam Fairfax on the lips right now. Oh my gosh.
And so yeah, it's you and Jake, and then I got y'all a room at the Bellagio in Vegas.
I'm about to kiss you after this. All right.
Nah, I'm
Pour up
taking the
another
tickets
shot for
back.
me too. Yo, thank you. Holy
Yeah.
frick. Wow. I don't even know what to say right now. This is like tripping me out. Man, we gotta end this though, because like I'm like it just kicked in my buzz like times 10. And I don't want to freak any of our 925 listeners out. But Six and
I
Stone
don't wanna be
Skin,
freaked out.
Hella 925, use the promo code 15% off. Cam Fairfax, ladies and gentlemen.
The best person.
Oh,
Let's
where
go.
can they find you at on socials?
They can't.
They can't find you there. So just lift him up. Everybody just show some hype in the comments. Leave a review on the podcast. And thank you so much for joining us last minute. I know it's 12:30 now.
Yeah, oh, literally.
This is our longest podcast that we've had. But
fucking
it's
true.
only right. You know what the crazy thing is too is like this could be also a part 1 too. Like,
Oh, man.
I feel like we
Why?
could have you back and we could dive in more.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I live like right there.
You right there. So
Deadass down
everybody,
the street.
hey, big round of applause for Cam Fairfax in the comments and everything. We
Shout
will
out
see
to
you guys
Sailor.
next week. Shout out to Sailor.
We didn't even talk next time. We'll talk about
Next time, let's bring it back. All right, y'all be good, be safe. Sticks and Stones skins. Oh, frick. Sticks and Stones skin. All right, I love you guys.